Hi, I'm Carly, and I'm Sam. Today we're gonna.
We are live, and that did just come out.
Shit.
Is that also?
Oh. Welcome to iCarly.
Today we're gonna put Gibby in the machine.
Hello.
Oh, what machine is it? Get in there, Gibby. That's Sam.
Why did Gibby sound like Patrick?
And then they like kick Gibby into the machine, and his shirt like comes off like from how fast he's going. And then they close it, and then you just hear a bunch of noises, but you don't know what's happening to him.
The fucking iCarly reboot needs to hire you for a season.
And he comes
2.
out, and he's holding an ice cream cone, and he's like, "I saw demons."
You are just spouting iCarly fanfiction at Hello, Clayton Alvester. Hi, Spud. Hi, everyone. Hello. We're playing the fuck-ass Edgeworth games.
No, we're not. We're playing iCarly for the Wii.
Okay, let's do it. I'm turning on the Wii U right now.
Oh no! I would actually be here for that. Let me
would.
know if you ever do
I
play
will.
that.
Yeah.
Alright, the Jebel first run is going terribly.
That's great. Edgeworth Investigations. I hate this game. This game sucks.
I love this game. It's great.
That's fair. I've been told that they updated the localization, which sounds somewhat promising because Edgeworth had like no personality in the DS version other than being a bitch.
Just like me, for real.
True, same.
Simpsons just have to.
But I don't know. I will say both games in this collection, which we will be playing both over like the next year probably because of how much of a pain it's going to be to organize multiple people for every stream. They will contain like very slight spoilers for Ace Attorney 2 and 3 and major spoilers for the first Ace Attorney game. So if you haven't played those, have fun, buckle up. Let's be honest, does
Fucking
Edgeworth
ready.
have personality other than being a bitch? Yes, he does! He inspires frothing desire from the female masses.
Does he? I think we're all
Yes.
gay.
No.
Yeah.
That's a line directly from Trials and Tribulations, so it must be true. He is a fucking dork. Okay.
Well, I haven't played Trials and Tribulations, so I don't give a shit.
I'm ready to start the game. Does the screen share look okay?
Yes.
Yeah, looks alright.
Aiden said he is
I
easily the
will-
loudest person in the stream. I will lower your volume, Aiden. You're at 200% for some reason.
Why?
Don't know.
Unless you were very quiet earlier, to be fair. I fucking guess. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you.
Okay, you're at 120% now.
Whoa.
True.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's how many stars in Mario.
Yeah, sorry, I like completely got distracted. Does the screen share look okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
We are gonna start from episode 1, Turnabout Visitor.
Before we begin, I just want to mention the characters in the intro are the killer and the victim, so should probably decide who's voicing them now, just so nobody's fucking talking over each other.
There's also a
Alright.
character who shows up later in the game who is.
Can I
named
call
here.
dibs on him? I love him.
Yeah, feel free. You can.
Can I also call dibs on the killer for this case?
I'm trying. Yes, you can. Sure. I can be the victim, and I'll be Edgeworth because I'm gonna be here for every stream.
That is true.
Okay.
I would be worried if you were not here every stream.
You've been
Well-
here the whole time.
And me. I've been here the whole time.
I can't believe we got Sam Rice to play Edgeworth in the Investigations remaster.
He would be
Holy
awful as Edgeworth.
But
Okay.
what
It'd
is
be
it?
kind of funny
It
though.
would be
Wouldn't it be
funny.
funny?
It's time for a case changer! Okay. We are starting the game.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Okay. I forgot what the victim even looks like, so I'm gonna be really winging it with the voice here.
Cool. Go look it up live on stream.
That's only a month after Trials and Tribulations.
To make sure the defendant is found guilty, what other choice do I have? That's the job of a prosecutor, after all.
That may be true, but why? Why go this far?
Sorry. Maybe I wasn't clear enough. But a guilty verdict is all that matters to me. No matter what the cost.
Well, I guess if he only has one line, it doesn't really matter if I can't have a voice for him.
Cool. Holy shit.
I'm a prodigy among prosecutors. Always have been. Always will be.
This guy looks so fucking stupid. What's that fucking
does.
hairstyle?
What the fuck is that hairstyle?
It's hard to believe that I've been away from my office for a whole month. I hope Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office, and keeping it clean. The door is unlocked. I can tell just by looking at it.
Yeah.
Detective
Look into the
Gumshoe?
keyhole.
Detective? What's this smell? It's very familiar. Blood?
A smelly smell. It
It
smells.
smells smelly.
Smelly.
Interesting.
What the? Holy shit. That facial expression is
God
really
damn.
good.
What? Hello?
That's great.
You can zoom on the Nintendo?
Yeah, just press the home button
Didn't know
twice.
that?
What?
Didn't know that?
No? No.
What's the meaning of this?
Freeze.
Identify yourself.
No. Shut up.
You've got some nerve committing murder in a prosecutor's office. Is that a threat? Let me make one thing very clear.
What?
No one gets away with committing murder in my office. No one. Unless...
Hello?
My name is Miles Edgeworth. The audio for the capture is delayed, and I'm going to deactivate and reactivate it really fast.
Awesome.
The world exists again.
The world exists
Holy
again.
shit.
And I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I would be thrusted into a multitude of cases and some very frantic and busy days. That's the wrong word for thrust. It would just be thrust, not thrusted, but that's fine. Why is the text box transparency so low?
I mean, it's better than the default on the trilogy release where it's just fucking opaque.
That's true. I'd just rather have it at low. It's a little easier to read that way. Especially in a game where, like, you're actually moving around the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Who wants to be forensics?
I finished photographing the victim's body, sir.
Very well. Please continue your investigation.
Yes, sir.
That's right, you hit that thing with that with that ball.
What am I even doing?
I think he's dusting for
This
Prince.
is how you use it. Oh.
Oh, Aiden, do you want to be
Genuinely thought
Gumshoe?
You want to become shoot?
I'm
It was
too
a
busy
joke earlier, but
installing
you...
software. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Mr. Edgeworth, sir, are you okay, sir?
Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene.
Look, okay.
Question
Is that him?
marks.
The fucking
Whoever
shit
could
froze
this
for a
be?
second. So who could this be? Who's this man? When I heard that a murder had taken place in your office, I ran up here straight away.
This is Dick Gumshoe. He is a detective with the local precinct. And the one they assigned to handle this murder case for the time being.
So I be devil. You're looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt?
No, I'm just white. However,
Ah, he's white. Look what they did to your office.
he's
Gumshoe
white!
Isn't?
Well, he doesn't have to be.
I guess.
But, like, at least Phoenix at least is Asian. At least we know that. That's all we know, though.
That's all we know.
I'll say. The culprit sullied my floor with dirt rather well. No one gets away with tracking mud into my office.
Oh, sounds like you're getting really burned up over this whole thing. Ignore that I'm always yelling.
I love Edgeworth having more of an issue with mud in his office than someone fucking dying.
Well, you can get rid of a body, you can't get rid of mud.
That's true. That's... Mr. Edgeworth, what the fuck? This crime was
No one
committed
can
in
say
my
that.
office, so it is my responsibility to cover it up.
Oh. I'm waiting for the dialogue to load in the fucking stream. That's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating.
Agreed.
Ace Attorney.
Our first corpse of action.
I
I read fucking chat because Claydol Master said Edgeworth about a corpse. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's
God.
annoying. Okay. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep any leads or information we find etched in the forefront of my mind. Speaking of things that pique my curiosity, are you doing anything later, detective? Why of all places did the murder occur in my office?
Let me see my office.
I get the nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind.
A notification in my brain. Yeah, I was wondering that myself. I don't know if that's the whole line. Okay. I mean, you can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you?
No, not really, especially because of this. I don't know why I said that so slowly.
Key to your office. What do you mean, sir?
If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you.
Why are you saying it like that? What the fuck is wrong with you? Logic?
The fact that Gumshoe does not know what fucking logic is.
What is that?
By finding the connection between two pieces of information and connecting them, new information is born. That is
Love
the
my
end result
explain.
of using logic.
How do you use it? Fucking dumbass.
First, I recall the information gathered with L, and then I connect it together with X.
What is he yapping about?
Now to use L and recall the facts. Hold this
That was
L!
L. Can I be a bitch for a second? This menu doesn't look nearly as cool as the one in the DS one.
I do not remember the one in the DS game.
Well, that's on you.
True.
I mean, I only played the DS game last year. You did, I don't know when, but definitely not last year.
Yeah, it was been probably 3 or 4 years ago would be the last time I played this game, because I don't like it. I do kind of like how it looks with, like, Edgeworth actively thinking about these things. I just think this mechanic kind of sucks because what the fuck? All of this is super fucking obvious, and I don't think there's ever a point in this game where this will give anyone trouble.
It's because you know how to use logic. You're a functioning human being.
For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks. Which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Ergo, it's impossible to dismiss the location of this crime as a mere coincidence. This is my magical lawyer superpower, detective.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir. You're not special.
There must be a reason why someone infiltrated my room. What was the killer after?
You're really on the ball today, Mr. Edgeworth. That's some beautiful logic, sir.
Yes, well, when you follow leads to their conclusion, only the truth remains, you fucking idiot. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray far from the truth as well. But if I think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow. Well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we?
Yes, sir.
Oh hey, it's the best song in the game.
I do like this song a lot.
This game has a fucking amazing soundtrack.
It does, genuinely.
Yeah. The basis of any good investigation is to examine everything, sir.
I know that. I watch Lucagen's videos, and when I want to examine something, I simply use A when I'm next to it.
If you ever feel lost and want to, let the dialogue talk, just use X, okay? Knowing things now. The menu is diegetic. We'll give you great precise evidence as an ace investigator, sir.
Something to try
Oh,
later
he's
if I have
asexual.
free time, I suppose. Whoa, he's asexual!
Whoa,
I didn't know
I
that!
didn't know that.
Okay. Yeah, I love something to try later if I have time, I suppose. Goes fucking insane. I'll never
fine,
talk to
he's
him if
great.
I don't have business-related reasons to do so.
No kidding, he is a bitch in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, he always is, but like, still.
He's like really mean to Gumshoe, which like in to spoil Trials and Tribulations, which I already gave a warning for. You play as Edgeworth for one like portion of a case, technically two because it's an investigation and trial, but like Gumshoe and Edgeworth actually have banter in that game. Like they have fun. Edgeworth talks about midichlorians at one point. It's awesome.
This game, you can tell it has different writers from the trilogy. I think that's most obvious with Edgeworth and Francisca's dynamic. We'll see that in the second case.
True. Also Edgeworth's dorky ass running animation.
Why is he fucking like that?
Because he's gay. Give him a break.
Little known fact, all gay people run like this.
This is correct.
I don't know what you're talking about. He's just
What
fucking
have we
weird.
here? Could this perhaps be the
Maybe
murder
it's 'cause I don't
weapon?
like men.
If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of their gun here. Even though I clearly saw one of them walk
Whoa,
out
it's
with
all-
the gun.
It's at the top! Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Shit. What the fuck?
It changes depending on where the characters are on screen.
I think it did that in the DS game too, but still.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Detective? Detective.
I think I've seen one of these before.
Detective!
I was seeing visions. For the prophecy.
Care to enlighten me as to where?
Oh, I know. It was issued the exact same model, I think.
Detective.
I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous.
Which is why you give them to Pearl Fey instead.
True.
Yeah. I think about it. You do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir. I don't use mine much except in emergencies, so that's why I didn't recognize it.
Well, also when I'm trying to hand it to an 8-year-old, but that's a different situation.
It's
The
important.
8-year-old's better equipped than I am, sir.
So it's the same type of revolver as the ones used by this precinct's detectives and Karain Village's 8-year-olds.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to report?
Sir, yes, sir! Nothing out of the ordinary right now, sir. And yet, there's something out of the ordinary right in front of my eyes.
Are you?
It's
trying
you!
to
You look like a
insult me?
bitch!
What the fuck? I'll have your badge,
agree.
boy!
Hold on. Talk about a contradiction.
Is something out of the ordinary, huh? I should look around a bit more. I already looked at the gun. Die!
Look inside yourself, sir. See why you're such a cunt.
Very well. It's time to look inside myself. I didn't find anything, detective.
Fuck.
It's just the way things are. It's the natural order. I hope we can
Damn it.
solve this case quickly. I'd like to return to relaxing on this sofa.
That thing looks like a billion times softer than my mattress at home. And I sit on it too, just for a little while, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, you know I can't allow that. Until this case is solved, neither of us has time to spare, let alone rest.
You're right, sir. I'm gonna work hard and be a real trooper to the dialogue not loading.
It said end.
Okay.
I think it's funnier as like a character trait if Gumshoe just doesn't finish his sentences all the time.
Sure.
Even once this case is over, I don't think he can afford to take any time off.
And whose fault is that motherfucker?
I don't know, at this
I have to
point
call
it's more
people
Godot's
to
fault
try
than
something.
mine.
What if?
How is it coming along?
Please, I need absolute silence. Fingerprint lifting is a delicate art. You see, I use the Nintendo DS touchscreen and microphone. That's not in this game anymore, is it?
Well, I
Oh,
never.
God.
There's no microphone on Switch, dumbass.
Yeah, they just made it like the... I assume it's the same as the trilogy release on DS, so you just press E or something. E on PC.
In Spirit of Justice, they started doing it where you can press a button, so it's probably
Yeah.
that way. Is this yet another batch of fresh flowers?
Ones that come with the card attached every month like clockwork for you. Speaking of that, let's see what the card is this month, sir. All will be resolved, Wendy.
Oh, Miss Irony, how painful are thy thorns.
Wendy. Isn't that the name of that old lady with the whiny voice that stopped?
That's enough, detective. You need not remind me further. Shudder.
Shut it.
I like whenever there's like asterisk, like Shudder asterisk. I'm gonna say Edgeworth is just role playing.
Said asterisk and it got my attention. It sounds too close to Astrid.
True.
Right.
Well, it's a good thing my Steel Samurai doll was spared any harm.
Really like Steel Samurai. Speaking of which, I haven't actually sat down and watched any of that show. He's just like me for real, hasn't watched shit. What's it about again?
Well, I don't know much about it myself, but the hero of the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo, is the Steel Samurai, and his goal is to defeat the evil magistrate. It's a show geared towards kids, however its high production values and riveting plot draws in a number of adults as well. Spin-offs like Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Old Tokyo, and The Nickel Samurai, along with the deluge of merchandise and even a new stage show, gives it presence.
You sure know a lot. Are you sure you're not some sort of rabid fanboy?
Don't compare me to fanboy. Of
Why
course
not?
not. Anyone that keeps up with society knows at least this much. And that conversation lasted longer than expected. Let us return to the investigation.
Wouldn't the Nickel Samurai be, like, extremely taboo? The lead actor's fucking mad on God.
Okay, so think of it this way. Think how many popular media franchises are still alive after their, like, lead actors are sort of pieces of shit.
He killed someone!
So did, that one guy on that film set. Who cares?
That... Tog?
No, not I can't confirm or deny that.
I can.
Yeah, you can. Alec Baldwin, yes.
That's his name. Yeah, that guy.
Okay. Gumshoe?
Okay. Sorry, I was sharing the link stream on Tumblr. Oh, it's your trophy. I'm the Knight of Prosecutors, right? You're the Knight?
King of prosecutors, and it's not a trophy, it's a shield. No, it's actually pretty obviously a trophy. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Sir, are you stupid? They only send this out to the winning prosecutor, right?
Yes, but I have no real interest in the perceived worth of other people. As for my own worth, that is something only I can determine for myself. My answer, $5 billion.
That's so slick, sir. I'm gonna have to try saying that sometime.
Unfortunately for him, his monetary worth is tied directly to his worth to me. Well, never mind what I said about Godot, I guess.
Exactly. Watch out for the deacon fragments there, sir.
I thought you were gonna just leave it at ah!
I'm just gonna say the first thing that loads until the rest of it loads, and then repeat the whole sentence. That's the bit I'm gonna do. If you could call it that.
That killer is going to pay! This tea set!
Property is more important than people. Yikes, you're really bad over this.
This tea set is very dear to my heart and can only be bought in England. It costs more than your whole month's paycheck.
And whose fault is that?
What? I feel like the killer's wasted one of my monthly paychecks.
The kisser? Detective! Would you happen to know the killer?
Heartily?
This rules. Alright, let's talk to Gumshoe.
Oh, you have time now.
Sure.
Yeah. Notice anything? Is there anything you noticed that you'd like to share, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, the killer's a pretty good kisser. I just thought I rushed over here as soon as I heard there was a murder in your office, sir. I saw the killer on the way out, but I didn't get to actually see him. I was too busy kissing him. The investigation is not much else to say. Go away, the one that found the body, Mr. Artwork.
Unfortunately, upon my return, I found my office door to be unlocked. And what awaited me inside was this whole messy affair.
Ouch, that's rough.
Even though I left the security of this room to a certain detective.
Shut the fuck up. Sorry, sir.
That's right. Detective Luke at me.
True. He's gonna use his signature at me fighting style. I assume you understand how to conduct investigations, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, sir. Examine anything and everything.
I was literally seconds away from just pressing the button and just having it left and of course, sir!
Of course, sir. I don't need to tell you. By checking various things out, we can gather all sorts of information. We can see the evidence we collected with for information.
For information and leads, it's L.
That's it. Great job, sir. Deductive reasonable is the way to go.
It's called
Reasonable?
deductive reasoning, Detective.
Oh, I
It's
thought
something
that was a
you lack.
typo.
No.
I...
Look at this badge, Detective. I prefer to keep it in my pocket.
Prosecutor's badge is really tiny compared to my police badge. Oh, but it's really cool, sir. Much, much cooler than my badge could ever be.
There's no need to suck up to me, Detective.
Yes, there is. You own me.
Putting it that way is really sad. It's true, but it's sad. Oh my god.
Your files are all over the floor, sir.
They probably fell during the struggle between the victim and his killer.
Shit, really? Oh, I tried so hard to keep this place spotless. But you were away. Well, you're here too, but I mean, this just rendered all the time and effort I put in pointless.
I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room.
You didn't? Well, I watered the flowers every day. Just like you requested, sir.
I think it's kind of endearing that Edgeworth can't stand Wendy Oldbag, but still takes care of the flowers she sends him. That, like, that's kind of endearing.
Yeah. Decided cleaning to the list as a weekend special. For about a half a day every Saturday, I come in and clean this place until it's sparkled.
Does he have a life?
Sir, I told you this earlier. I don't. I can't. Free me.
Come along, pet.
God.
Afterwards, you're saying something I probably shouldn't say on stream. Ouch, they even knocked over your chest set.
You aren't even looking at it.
I had it all set up ready for when you got back. I figured we could play a few games.
I had no idea you were interested in chess.
I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give chess a try.
In that case, I suppose I can set some time aside after we solve this case.
Edgeworth, you can't say that. Chess isn't a mechanic until the second game.
True. Well,
Well, that is after
technically,
this case.
this case is connected to every other case in the game, and then the second game is only like 2 weeks after this, so it's fine.
Fair enough.
Though I don't expect the games to tax my mental acuity much. You're a fucking idiot, is what I'm saying, detective. We finished photographing the body, so it should be
Oh,
alright
Robert.
to examine this area. I won't rest until I've suspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Have fun saying that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I don't believe it! I packed those files on the shelf so tight! And not even an earthquake could make them fall off, but just look at them! At this rate, the rest of the files won't be able to withstand an earthquake at all!
A problem to be sure. Well, once the investigation is over, we'll put them back up on the shelf. Although these files are kind of expensive, and they stain them with fucking blood that says gum. Oh, we already read this.
I did backwards, sir.
Shut up,
This
detective.
dumbass can't write.
What do we have here?
Hey! Hey, I think I've seen one of these before.
It's a police badge, detective.
Oh, hey, I have the exact same thing, actually. What a coinky dink.
Did you just fucking say Kawinky Dink, detective? Let's take a look inside.
The fuck up, eh, dipshit?
Mr. Buddy Faith. It would appear that our victim was a detective just like you.
Does that mean I'm gonna die?
We all die someday. Some sooner than others. I seem to have gathered
Sir?
a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic to figure out if any of them are connected to each other.
Sir?
Revolver. Detective Gumshoe. No, I think that's actually right, though. The revolver, the standard model used by detectives. Could it have belonged to our recently departed? Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time?
Yes, sir. On it now, sir. Excuse me, pal. Let's see. What have we got here? Mr. Edgeworth, sir, this guy's wearing a gun holster.
so it appears that our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him. Reach for a cop's holster.
Got it.
This is not legal advice, do not do that.
But what if? Are you going to be okay with keeping track of the evidence we find, sir?
Of course. This is the safest way I know to keep track of it all.
Alright, if you say so.
I log any and all evidence I find in my organizer. I had to go to the Shadow Realm to say this bit of my monologue. When I want to re-examine a piece, I have but to press R to open my organizer. But the organizer isn't only for evidence, I keep people's profiles on hand in it too. It's probably a good idea to make a habit of checking the facts often. Let's see what else we can find out about this revolver.
As I always say, you gotta look really carefully at each piece of evidence.
When have you said that?
It's true, he's never said that.
I talk to more people than you, Edgeworth.
No, you don't. You can't afford to.
I can talk to Phoenix sometimes.
Yeah, only when you're leaking investigation reports and getting your salary cut.
Fuck! You can use R to rotate an object. There's no such thing as a bad angle.
That's not true.
Use R to zoom in and get it done.
He sounds like he's really struggling.
You say there's no such thing as a bad angle, but you can, like, just point that towards yourself.
There's
think
no
that's
such
a bad
thing as a
angle.
bad angle! It's giving me a really hard time of doing that. Okay, now I need to investigate the trigger.
Sir.
To think that it's so easy to take a life with just the pull of a trigger.
You know, I can't ever see myself really liking guns. Hands too big to fit in the fucking trigger slot thing. But I love the ones they use at track and field. Meets to start races. We take off before it's fired. Everyone always ends up following.
To
You're leading.
chase you down for a false start, detective.
Now that you mention, even when I finish first, I always wind up in last place. This is a lot about my life, I think. The creature on there.
Detective, you
Pick
don't
the
have a
creature.
life. It looks like only one
Oh,
round was
don't
fired
bet
from
yourself.
this.
Wow, so the killer killed the Vic with just one shot after wrestling the gun with him? Vic, as short for victim, goes kind of crazy. Sounds like the guy who knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
We have no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility. Anyway,
Okay, if I can do anything. Guess I'll point it out myself.
the victim's badge, it probably fell out of his pocket during the struggle.
Well, I always take extra care to make sure mine doesn't fall out of my pocket, sir.
Oh!
I always have it down at the bottom of one of my super deep pockets, without fail.
Is it possible that he has never taken his tattered coat to the cleaners?
I fucking can't, sir!
What happened to the new coat that you were given in the credits of Trials and Tribulations?
You took it away, sir! You said it was too nice!
That's fucking abysmal! My girlfriend gave it to me and you just said, nope, mine now!
What?
Yeah. Don't you has a girlfriend?
Yeah, you'll never guess who shows up in this case.
Yeah. Let's give the body a once-over. There's blood all over his lower abdominal area. Clearly, I
I've only
needed to give it
seen
a
this
once-over to see that.
Yeah. Looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir.
It did not class through anything, detective. Much like you.
But,
You've never
I
been to a class
stumbled
in your
over
life.
my words.
In other words, he was shot.
Yep. If you want to be a fucking nerd about it. And until the autopsy's done, I don't think we'll know much more than that.
Please have the body sent to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene. The body was found at around 2:05 a.m. I guess this is about all we're going to find out. We should send the body to Aut.
Jim!
Oh.
Why, oh why? How could this have happened to a guy like you?
Are you alright?
Don't touch me! Leave me alone! Just let me be.
Are you going kind of Sonic with it? Because I love it.
Not intentionally, but like Sonic works for this guy, I think.
Leave me alone! Just let me be! Unhand me, you dusty bitch! Sorry, but I can't do that. The investigation is still ongoing, so please refrain from touching the body.
The body? The body?! Don't talk about him like he's just some lump of flesh! Look at him. Jim looks like he's just turned in for the night.
Sure, just in a bloodstained suit, pal. Also,
What if
you
he
were kind of-
spilled soup on his
You wouldn't
shirt?
That it could be a nice tomato bisque, you're right. Leather coat soup. That's a lot for my brain.
God.
Where are my manners?
Aren't you that prosecutor?
No.
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 Why, yes, I am. I'm Jacques Portsman, prosecutor. Jim here was my partner in crime busting.
I'm Miles
Partner in
Edgeworth,
crime.
and like you,
Well-
I am also a prosecutor.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir.
So you're Miles Edgeworth. Guess this is your office.
Yes, that is correct.
And it was you! You're the one who killed Jim!
Hey, don't go around jumping to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay?
I
Get
will
on his
not.
ass. Get on his ass. He actually did.
I know how things work around here. High prosecutor's office doors all have locks built into them. And only the owner of the office has the key to his or her own door. You can tell I'm a villain because I don't use they.
That is correct, however, I was not the one who killed your partner. Also, non-binary rights.
Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. And the key to the door was with me the entire time, okay? Oh, I shouldn't have said that, huh? So the only one who could get in here was me. Uh-oh. I really shouldn't have said that. Wait, fuck, that means... I'm not sure what that means.
So it was you then! You're Jim's killer!
Oh wait, pal, you got it all wrong!
Everyone calm down!
The killer must have snatched it from me when we were kissing in the hallway. Now that I think about it, do I know you? I'm gonna get a fucking drink. Hold on.
Oh
Doing
my
a lot.
Gumshoe kissing the killer is the best fucking bit of all time.
I'd like to believe he kissed every single one of them throughout the series.
True.
Pulls, and he only pulls the wrong ones.
With red white, he kissed the
They really
ring.
are patties.
Even the ones in the games he's not in.
Yeah.
Just as like a bit of extra lore, if somebody ends up in like police questioning, he will be there just to give him a kiss.
No, he does it beforehand.
Except Maki
Like
Tobai,
mocks their
not
fate
him.
in.
I completely
Gumshoe has
forgot about
standards.
Maki.
Yeah. Is it Machi? I don't know. I don't care.
I always said Maki.
Okay.
Oh shit about Ace 2.
Mr. Portsman,
that
correct.
I come close to playing is 4, which I've seen all of because of Robin's streams.
Well, Machi is in that game.
Oh.
Mr. Portsman, correct? If you were a real prosecutor, you should know to stay collected. The investigation has only just begun. Isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions?
But I just kissed this guy. He must be the killer.
Wait a minute.
Which one? So one of you is the kisser. Got it.
Alright, I get it.
It's killed.
You're right. My mistake. I tend to get a little too hot-headed sometimes. Sure, I want cool customer though, Mr. Edgeworth.
What the fuck did you just say?
I said you want cool customer.
His, like, Edgeworth's, like, standard pose is, like, so... Like, it's just, like... He looks like he is completely done with whoever he is looking at.
He probably is.
Yeah.
I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know? Anyway, let's call a truce and work together, okay? Now how about a handshake to seal the deal?
The caucasity of this bitch. A pleasure to work with you.
I'm fucking hex code FFFFFF, and you're more white than me.
True!
You guys were conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on then. It's your room after all.
Thank you. I intend to.
I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. You there? Sir! You listen to me now. You belong to me.
Fucking handshake!
I want you to capture this scene on film for me.
I thought you were gonna say I wanna kiss you.
My final farewell to my partner Jim.
This is gonna be some sick album art later. But that's
What's
so
wrong?
fucked up to me. What the fuck? I should probably give them some space. Fucking weirdos.
Fucking freaks. That's my nice suit. Ah, your jacket, sir. What's it doing on the floor?
It must have fallen off the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing a round.
So the killer not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well?
Oh, I didn't do that.
Wait,
What?
hey.
What was that?
Nothing.
Are you sure?
You must have been the wind.
Oh, that makes sense in this
Hold on.
closed-off building.
Hold on. I need to check something. Come here.
Oh my. That's awesome.
I need to take a second. Hold on. I'm gonna get a drink.
Okay. You need a lot of drinks.
Okay.
I do too. That's fair.
No, yeah. Okay.
I came prepared. I have a drink right here.
I do too.
My gumshoe voice is just me shouting.
Oh my god.
It's just me trying to shout in a deep voice, and that's it.
Well, that works for Gumshoe.
Does work for Gumshoe. You dared to shoot the ultra special jacket that you made your prosecutor your prosecutorial debut in. That wasn't me. That wasn't the line not loading. I'm just stupid. What if they had shot through it? It would have been a disaster.
It's not worth getting worked up over, Detective. Not when there's something more here.
I thought you said property was more important than people. Oh, like what?
Only than you.
Edgeworth would never be a capitalist.
I take it you haven't noticed it yet, Detective. There is a giant contradiction right here in front of us.
Really?
Into the Shadow Realm. Did I say contradiction?
Ah,
He must
I
be
can
rubbing
see.
off on me.
I can breathe.
I'm
I know
starting
what
to
you
sound
are.
like him. But I have my own methods, and I will conduct this investigation my way. When the scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence or seems off, that's when my deductive skills come into play.
The way Edgeworth talks about Phoenix in this game is so divorced.
That man from whom I learned to turn my path in life. That man who can turn around any desperate situation.
He's so divorced. I love it.
Yeah.
Too
This is
long.
before they get back together in Dual Destinies. I
Dual
find the
divorce.
spot that holds the contradiction. This book is a different color than the other ones. This is it. This bullet hole is where the contradiction lies. When I spot something that's off, I should point my cursor at it and press X with conviction. X!
What happens if you don't press it with conviction?
You die.
Oh, I guess I'm dead then.
Oh, okay. And when I have found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it. This is how I do things. This is who I am.
This is who I am.
Oh man, he looks like a
I
dick.
shadow the hedgehog.
Okay. Only one shot fired. Eureka!
Eureka.
Mr. Edgeworth, what the fuck are you talking about? You really just went nerd emoji. Eureka!
Urethra.
Urethra! True. This bullet hole is the contradiction.
I couldn't breathe since you sent me to the road. What do you mean, sir?
It's elementary, my dear Gumshoe. My wonderful
Dear
pet
you.
Gumshoe. 2 shots were fired in this room. The first felled the victim. And the second felled this frame.
Hey, that's right.
However, this gun was only fired once,
Hey, that's true too.
which
Shit.
means that one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Did the killer have another gun prepared for tonight?
By the way, I noticed something, sir.
Yes.
Now, what's that thing sticking out from behind the frame?
You don't want to know. Ah, that. It's a secret safe.
Right, that's the crap.
Detective?
A secret. Why is it colored like that? A secret thing. Oh, I smell money.
I'll
can
spare us
finally
the
get
trouble
paid.
and just say it. Nothing like what you're imagining is inside. Now, if you could kindly move this frame out of the way. It's too
Roger
heavy
that.
for my brittle bones.
Fucking twink. Talk about nothing.
Why are you role-playing in my office, Detective? I suppose that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while.
I had no idea there was a safe here. I would have kept it clean for you, sir. When did you put this thing in?
It wasn't something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one. Do you have any idea how tricky it would be to try and install something like this in an office that you are not going to occupy for the rest of time?
To be fair, I think Edgeworth is gonna occupy this for the rest of time.
He'll die eventually.
Will he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't do anything to him because he'll be dead.
He'll die in
Really? I had
75.
no idea. I didn't know you were immortal, sir.
Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence.
So what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth?
Right
Also,
now,
everybody
nothing.
in this room can hear you.
Shut up. We only use them to store especially important evidence when a trial is in session.
Say it. Talk about smashing my hopes and dreams.
Like an Undertale?
I
I
had to
won't
resist
rest
the
until
urge.
I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
You know what I-
Didn't you just say that, bestie?
No. Shut up.
Okay.
Edred talking to real fucking life.
Yeah, I'd like to imagine that he's actually speaking out loud when it's blue, but no one acknowledges it just because he's a fucking weirdo.
Look, this blue text in Ace Attorney is weird because sometimes people do hear it. Like in Rise from the Ashes, Emma constantly talks about whatever Phoenix is saying in blue text.
That's
So-
because Emma's fucking psychic, I guess.
It's just inconsistent. Now this is odd.
You found something, sir?
See, he hears it! This keypad. Don't you find it to be a bit too clean?
Yeah, there's a thick layer of dust all around it, but not in the keypad itself.
You there, the forensic scientist!
Yes, sir!
Could you please dust this area for fingerprints? The album art can wait.
Sure, but I have a name, you know.
No, you don't.
Okay, I guess I don't.
I mean, because God decides you do, and God has decided you matter to nobody.
If you are a cop, you don't have a name to me.
My name is Dustin Prince. Wait, never mind. That's actually the guy's name
Yeah.
in this series.
Wait,
I was like, what's the first forensics name that comes to mind? And I just pick an actual Ace Attorney name.
That's just the victim in
Yeah.
2-1.
Yeah.
Did
I was his brother, Justin Prince.
I was his brother, Huffin Prince.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
okay. Did you
This
read
has
this?
been a
I
great
forgot.
show so far.
I couldn't find, let alone lift a single print. Looks like it was wiped down well.
As I thought. It appears that logic is the only way around this setback. Time to rationally and calmly play connect the dots with the information we have.
And what happens if you do it irrationally?
You don't want to know what happens if I do it irrationally.
I do. That's why I'm asking.
Sir, no.
I am
No,
telling
do not.
you, you don't want to know.
I am begging you to not provoke him, please. Do you want to see a grown man cry? Do you?
Get some
Really?
shots of this.
What the hell are you doing?
Get some shots of this.
Okay.
Logic.
Come on now.
Okay. Wipe fingerprints in the killer's skull, I think. I believe I have figured out what the murderer was after.
Oh, what is it, sir?
The fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests that the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe, making the culprit's motive for breaking and entering theft, I believe. I wonder if knowing that the motive behind this break-in was theft changes what the other pieces of information can tell me about this crime.
Wonder if nuance exists.
I think it's signs of a struggle in theft. There is a possibility that the files splayed on the floor are not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer.
Oh, you mean like it could be from when the killer tried to find something, sir?
Precisely. We need to figure out if any of the files have been stolen.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna shelve the files like you've never seen before, even at a library.
Sure. Let's give that a try.
Well, the good ones always die young. Surely you must ponder that every once in a while, Mr. Edgeworth.
My dad is dead.
Welcome to your dad.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
He
And
was
he died.
35.
That's young.
He did not deserve to die young. Thanks for dredging that up, bitch. No matter how much we lament, the dead will not come back to life. All we can do is search for the truth.
I'm trauma dumping.
You're a dick.
I'm not over there, Dick Nips.
So what are we supposed to do? How do we go about finding the truth?
First, we calmly restore the files to their rightful place.
Is that the process of finding the truth, like, all the
Yes,
time?
all the
Say
time.
it, like, so confidently.
Only do it this way.
You got it. Yeah, let me help.
These files tell me what the truth is.
So this file goes here, and that book goes there.
You sure know a lot about where things go, despite it being Mr. Edgeworth's office.
Because I'm the one who keeps it tidy, pal, okay? Done. I fucking live here.
I see! The victim had 4 arms! It would appear that the murder was definitely committed here.
The victim has been 10.
Yuri Lowenthal, no!
Oh my god!
I forgot Yuri Lowenthal voice Ben 10. Fuck.
Where's the Omnitrix? They stole the Omnitrix!
Wait. Yuri Lowenthal. Is this before or after Ace Attorney 4?
This
This is before. Released after, but
At least after, but before. Okay. Then I'll hold off on the Clivier Gavin joke.
Well,
Yeah.
there is a Gaviner's logo later on, so...
Oh. The lead singer of that band I like. The only music I'm allowed to listen to because it's from a fellow prosecutor.
This is correct.
Bloodstains on the bookshelf are still fresh.
I suspect that the victim was killed in a standing position, hence the prints on the shelf. Also, please don't ever reference the fact that Gavin was ever voiced by Yuri Lowenthal.
Oh, I thought you liked Yuri Lowenthal.
Not
And the
as
guy fell into
prosecutor
the floor,
Gavin.
I don't know shit about Ace Attorney 5, so I wouldn't know. The blood on the floor is kind of grossing me out.
Detective, I don't have the time to deal with your weak stomach right now.
But you know I'm no good with blood, sir.
you're a crime scene detective.
Yeah, you address yourself in court as a homicide detective.
Yeah,
I'm
but
certain
like,
there's something wrong with this picture.
well, I'm okay with
His
like
ass.
strangulation. His ass.
Deduce!
I see. He's on his period.
No! Well, maybe he's a trans guy. You never know. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
This mean any goddamn thing at all.
Urethra! There is clearly a contradiction here with this bullet hole.
What do you mean, sir?
You don't see?
Hold on, I'm detected right now. Oh.
Quite simply, the bullet hole itself is too low. If the victim was shot in the stomach, the hole should be much higher up.
What if the guy was shot? Oh, hold on. What if the guy was shot while he was sitting or lying down, sir?
That would be illogical.
If he was
The victim
constantly
leaned against
crouched
this
over
shelf
the
here after
shelves
being
because
shot.
he's very low.
Detective... That would be illogical. The victim leaned against this shelf here after being shot. Which suggests that he was
What?
standing when he was shot.
And that means... Wait, what does that mean, sir?
It means you need to use your brain every once in a while instead of mine, detective.
You don't
any
fucking
case-
let me, sir!
It means someone made a faulty assumption. And it was from this mistake that our current contradiction was born. What is the faulty assumption that caused this problem with the bullet hole's position? I believe the order of the files is a bit off.
I mean, I put them back in the wrong order just now? Shit. Hey, actually, I think the labels on the files are wrong, sir.
Oh?
Yeah. See here how the files that were shot begin to with the number 0? What are those doing all the way down there after 1, 2, and 3? It's really weird.
Actually,
That's kind
the way
of
they are
freaky.
organized now is the correct order. They are exactly as I see them in my mind's eye.
That means
Well,
nothing.
Mind's eye is fucking stupid. That's not how you count, sir. I guess usually you don't include 0 at all when you count, but like still, it comes before 1 because it's less than 1. Fuck.
Detective,
Numbers are all up.
die.
No.
Those white binders are special, so they are arranged a little differently. From this, we know that the files were not in this order when the crime occurred. Aha, so that's it. I believe the killer made the same incorrect assumption as you just did, Detective. Let's rearrange the files in numerical order and see what we find out.
You think it'd be okay to prop the body back up to how it was before it was moved?
They
What the
finished
fuck?
processing the crime scene, so I don't see why it wouldn't be. If you
What
please,
the
Detective
fuck?
Gumshoe.
Alright. Let's string this motherfucker around.
As I suspected, the bullet hole is now where it should logically be. The killer went through my files first before shooting Mr. Faith. And then put the files
Yes,
back in
fucking
numerical
corpse
order,
to
I
do.
guess.
That was Gumshoe.
No, that actually says Gumzo.
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, that line was Gumshoe, though. You're right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That
And then
shit.
proceeded to shoot the victim. Very good, me.
You stole my voice! I felt another's voice resonate through my throat and escape me. I don't know if I'm me anymore. My body is flat. Why would someone kill a man and then look through your files one more time?
Puzzling indeed. The files were thrown into disarray twice, once before and once after the crime. But why? But why?
I don't know, you tell me.
Now the crime scene is as it was at the time of the murder. Time to give it another look. Gumzo!
Gonzo.
This.
What is that? Why does it say Gumshoe on there in blood?
I don't know, I'm deactivating the world temporarily.
Oh! I can breathe again. Holy shit.
I'd say that's some pretty incriminating evidence. Why did you just deactivate the world, dude? That threw off my groove.
Me.
That like, I feel like I just lived 5 existences in the span of 10 seconds.
Yes,
Is it your first
indicative
time?
of criminal activity, indeed. Yes, is this your first time? Have you never experienced this before?
No! Believe it or not, I haven't.
Get used to it.
You really do have to get used to it, but it's very hard. I'm still not, and it's been 100 years. No, wait, there's gotta be some mistakes.
It's been 100 years! He is 33 or 32, but...
You don't understand. Edgeworth has control of the timeline.
He has the most determination out of anyone on Earth!
Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me say something, sir.
No. It appears that one of
Sir.
my files was stolen.
Edgeworth's Flowey arc. Is that all, sir? What about me and my situation?
Is this what the killer was really after? Investigation complete!
Did you just see those fucking big letters appear in the sky, dude? What the hell was up with that?
It's my...
Oh, is that your
it's
first
my
time?
aura.
You have to get used to it. That
the hell is-
one's a lot easier to get used to. I forgot it was there.
After today, I'm never fucking speaking to you again. You're a fucking weirdo. It looks like Jim was able to leave us the name of his killer in the end.
I love Deltarune's plot.
And this most important message managed to reach us.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
Can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partner is the guilty partner. Beloved?
No, I don't care, actually. You can take him away.
Hold on. Minor speaking mistake. You said... I forgot what you said, but you said one of the words wrong.
Yeah, shut up.
I'm gonna go check out the window now.
Minor speaking mistake. I win!
I win! You are
I guess
guilty.
I'm the killer, actually.
If you are going to accuse
We're
Detective
the one in the
Gumshoe of being
hallway.
the culprit, be my guest! I sincerely hope you have some proof to back it up.
I do. That's... Come on, I'm basing this off of, like, a pretty natural assumption. Jim's words, they're more than enough, wouldn't you say?
Nuh-uh. If that's
fuck
how
you
you want to
mean,
play
nuh-uh?
it, then at least allow me to understand your reasoning.
You got it.
Into the Shadow Realm with you.
Oh, fuck. Why do you keep fucking with me? What's happening?
Assert my dominance over time
Edward
running the
makes
world.
some sort of, like, eldritch force is the funniest shit in the world. I don't like this one bit. There's something strange about this man's attitude.
Why are you just, like, saying that right in front of me? You took me to the Shadow Realm, and I can hear you, like, every monologue.
And there must be some
Welcome to
sort
the
of flaw
inside
to
of
his
my
logic
mind.
waiting for me to dig out.
Can you, like, hear my thoughts? What's
Yes.
going on?
You cannot perceive my true form, Jacques Sportsman.
I have killed you and absorbed your soul. You are now fighting me in my mind as the final boss of your neutral route.
Men have been driven insane by far less than my true form.
Behold.
Into the Shadow Realm with Gumshoe now!
I can breathe! Mr. Edgeworth, what are you gonna do?
What I always do in court. I'm going to cross-examine him. One way or another, I'll expose the flaw in his logic with this technique.
I mean, thank you, sir. But how do you do that? Can you explain it to me, sir? Please.
No. Mr. Portsman, if you are ready.
If you don't have time, you could just say so, sir.
Out of the Shadow Realm!
Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead.
He has his own gun, why would he do that?
Shut up. Wait until the fucking cross-examination. Furthermore, you messed up the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead.
That's not really how that works. Why would he only take one of the files when there's blood on all of them?
Can I, finish my fucking argument, dude?
Oh, stop being stupid.
That's when you moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf.
Did they dust the body for fingerprints? Before we started touching it to investigate.
You're a dick. Thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding.
But he took one of the files!
And it will be by his final words that you will be brought to justice.
I don't have anything for that one. You intend to argue that the victim's dying message points to his killer.
Yeah, that's how it normally works in these games. I can hear Jim's voice, and he's calling for his killer's arrest.
Ah, that is
Even
actually
that guy? Oh my
just a bit of you being in the Shadow Realm carrying over to reality. Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portsman? There is no way Detective Gumshoe is the culprit here.
I mean, the words I hear sound kinda incomprehensible. I'm trying to interpret the best I can.
I will find the flaw in this man's logic and expose it with credible evidence.
Bottle.
Okay, Hold it! Hold it! You know, there's something I've been meaning to ask.
Huh? What is it?
Why do you call the victim Jim, when clearly his name is Buddy Faith?
No, it's not. Isn't it obvious? Jim's the perfect name for my companion. Jacques and Jin. Don't those two names go together like peanut butter and jelly?
Is this a JonTron
Peanut butter and
reference?
jelly
You
aren't
just
literally
couldn't afford to
shit.
put John's name in because he's cancelled for being racist?
Well, it was Jim in the DS game, so
I know.
I don't think it was a JonTron reference. This game came out in 2009.
Jim isn't even really close to the guy's name.
Well, Jacques and Buddy just sounds off somehow. Besides, he was the third of a bunch of guys I decided to nickname Jim.
Why are you Michael Morbius from the movie Morbius calling the other guy the wrong name because your friend died? That's where I'm fucking going with this. You're having a fucking Morbius moment. That's how stupid you are.
He talks about
You
the
serve
victim like
zero
he was his
purpose.
pet. I could never.
I'm talking to Green now, that's how cool I am.
Do you really think it was necessary to dishevel my shelves twice to do that?
That's true. Okay, then maybe his real intent was theft.
Didn't bro just steal all of the fucking books? Hey, are you accusing me of stealing something from Mr. Edgeworth?
It's a possibility. Maybe his salary has been cut so much that life is getting a little too rough to handle.
Fuck you, I'm deactivating reality.
Sir, please. I'll have you know I earn those 3 squirrel meals every day, pal.
No, you don't,
all
but
I
you
have.
do eat them.
Sir. Okay. So all 3 of them happen to be instant noodles, but...
Sorry, what were we talking about? I zoned out, cause, you know... Fucking...
Poverty. My inability to escape.
Poor thing, what an evil prosecutor you were paired with. What a motive, no?
I will admit, that is kind of where I was gonna go with this bit later.
And why
That's
would
not what's
Detective
happening
Gumshoe
here.
do such a thing?
I mean, I just told you. Because the body was
You're an
getting in his
asshole.
way. You had to mess up your bookshelf somehow, right? Anyway,
Wow.
would like
that's
to
all I have to say.
Very succinct.
I could just take the whole thing, so it didn't have the ones with my name.
Why do you think
Stupid.
that the killer didn't notice the bloody letters?
Because he's stupid? The body was covering it quite well, wouldn't you say? That's how he missed it. But judging by what I've seen, it doesn't take much for your detective to miss. Yeah, like I said, he's stupid.
Who do you think you are? You know nothing about me, pal.
That's a lot of a person can understand about each other when you spend time in the Shadow Realm together.
True.
Same goes for you too, dipshit. I don't lock lips.
I keep forgetting about that, and then you just bring it up out of nowhere.
Yeah. I hope the how many I hope the 4 viewers enjoy this.
Yeah. I'm not looking at YouTube at all, so...
I'm just glancing every now and again between the lines.
I can't say I disagree with him on that point.
Why don't you say something, sir? Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth.
Despite his lack of attention to detail, I don't believe the detective to be the culprit. Nobody could have overlooked the bloody letters, and I can prove it. With evidence.
I couldn't ask for a better setup. The game finishing Spike.
Why did you separate that into 2 text boxes?
Cause I'm cool and awesome.
No, you're not.
No, same fucking time.
Would it just be this? I don't actually remember.
Don't know.
Yeah, it is that.
He took one of the files. Perhaps you're not aware, Mr. Portsman, but there is a serious flaw in your logic. A flaw so severe that reality is about to deactivate.
Why do you...
No.
What's wrong with you, dude?
It's the capture card, man. I'm doing my best.
Bring a bit of a courtroom into this, I see. No problem, I'm game.
Here, if you wanted, I
I
can do a
can't
lot.
help but find it odd.
Excuse me?
Odd that a fellow prosecutor would be brought down by the power of his own office.
What are you talking about? Oh, you're joking, I get it.
If you have the time to laugh, then you have the time to take another closer look at this. Do you still not see? If not, may I direct your attention to the missing file?
What? That's impossible!
What's impossible, Mr. Portsman?
Nothing.
The files on that shelf are all about a certain case. When the killer went to take the file after murdering your partner, I highly doubt they could have missed the bloody letters written on the spines.
Objection. You said certain case. Can you go into extreme detail about what that certain case is?
What kind of dream? Explain it to us in excruciating detail, Tails.
Well, it was a whole case. Bye. It's
Okay.
possible that they could have taken that file before committing the murder.
I think it's pretty obvious that the file was stolen after it was written on. The missing letters and the detective's name where the file should be is proof.
Yeah, that means, I mean, the S is gone. There's only half an H.
Oh, never mind, then it says Gumho! If Detective Gumho really was the culprit of this case, I highly doubt that even he could overlook his own name written in blood on the files. Especially as a detective who can't stand the sight of blood.
This man is a detective. I'm shocked that this man is a detective who's scared of blood. That's like, look at my fucking face. That's like a contradiction in and of itself. Let's analyze that for a second.
You aren't his therapist. He's not allowed to have a therapist.
I was disconnected from reality.
That's okay. Just say what you need to say.
Which means what exactly? What does that make this dying message?
It makes it the work of a criminal intent on tampering with the crime scene.
I mean, isn't that what you've been doing? You kind of moved the body around.
After they finish processing it, bitch.
I mean, you don't let defense attorneys do that.
Yeah, because they're bitches.
So are you, motherfucker.
No, I'm not. I'm
Fucking
awesome.
speak. That's so low. I can't believe the criminal tried to pin this whole thing on me, sir. I'm gonna get him, sir. You'll see. I'm gonna have him under arrest in no time.
Well, Mr. Portsman,
Brilliant! Absolutely splendid. Logic deserving of Olympic gold.
I appreciate the praise, but it doesn't change the fact that your reasoning is flawed.
You win some, you lose some. That's how life goes. I'm a Nopon now.
Not everyone's so cheery, even though I feel more dead than alive. I've felt more dead than alive for years now.
But you know, really is a shame. I really didn't want to have to bring this up. However...
What is it this time? Are you still after me, pal?
Hear me for a second. Who has the key to this office?
That would be me. But Mr. Edgewood just screwed down I'm innocent, pal.
I have a code now.
I forgot about that.
Oh, right, you've had that the entire time. You just had it over your shoulder because you think you're cool, but you're a fucking loser.
Don't know why it's a fucking lab coat, because I'm like a sports guy. I'm a jock. That's what my name is a pun on, but like, why is it a lab coat?
I think it's supposed to be like the overcoat for a suit.
You cut off. I just heard overcoat.
It's like the overcoat of like a suit. So this is probably what he wears to court.
Fair enough. It looks like a lab coat.
It does, I agree.
That's absolutely right, and I acknowledge your innocence.
Then why do I sense that you still have something to say? I forgot about this shit, man! Why does he do this?
Well, I was thinking... Did you know there's one other person with a key to this office? Let me move around my coat some more to
One other
drive in
person?
my point.
Why are you trying to show me your tits?
Yeah, like that. Hey, you there.
Trying to kill you.
Yes, sir. What is it, sir?
Or vision.
Would you kindly fetch and escort that lovely young lady here for me?
What?
A lady?
Yeah, have you ever heard of ladies? They're pretty cool.
What is a woman?
The girl is a member of this building's security. Think of her as a material witness.
Wait a goddamn minute. Why the fuck does that suit get to sit on the couch, but I fucking don't? Security! Did you say security? Oh, stop it, pal, don't!
What's wrong with him all of a sudden?
I'd like to imagine that Portsman is the only straight man in this room.
True.
Yeah.
Gumshoe is bisexual.
Damn right.
Oh, he's
Well,
bisexual.
I believe-
I didn't know that.
I believe she needs no introduction.
Can I voice Maggie? I like Maggie.
Go ahead.
Thank God.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Trials and Tribulations and Justice for All, I have called upon Miss Maggie Bird as a member of security.
I got an interruption. I don't know who the fuck this is. Aggie. I remember now. The memories are flooding back.
Miss Bird is the
Okay,
security guard on watch tonight.
I see. And your point is?
My point is that she could very well have used it.
What, the gun?
And by it, I mean the master.
And by it, I mean...
Up in the prosecutor's office, straight up using it. And by it, I mean the master key, which can open up all office doors in this building.
The prosecutor just straight up using it. Just using my shit.
What? Need a call.
If you are not the guilty party, Detective Gumshoe, then the only other person with access to this room is Miss Bird.
How dare you! I would never sneak into someone's room!
What about that one time?
That's right.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Never mind, I would.
I can't say anything. I haven't played those games. I've only played Ace Attorney 4, which is after this canonically. That's right. I refuse to believe Maggie's the culprit, pal. It was me. That's right. I did it.
Can we take that as a confession, Detective?
Please kill me. Well, it wasn't really me, but definitely wasn't Maggie, pal. Oh yeah, it was me. It was, you'd have no problems with that, right?
Please refrain from flying off the handle, Detective. You fucking idiot. There's no need for such theatrics.
Listen to your boss, Detective. He understands what I'm saying here. Let me fuck around with my code some more. It's pretty important. That girl is the only one who could have committed the crime, and for one simple reason. It's pretty obvious that Miss Bird snuck into your room using the master key. I mean, if Detective Gumshoe isn't the one who opened the door, yeah, sorry, I'm still, like, recovering from reality being erased for a second.
Hold on, I'm going to do it again.
God damn it.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm getting used to it at least.
Thank God.
Then that leaves only Miss Bird as our prime suspect. On top of which, she knows a good detective, doesn't she? Making it all the more probable that she was the one who faked the dying message.
So you're saying she used the master key?
Incredibly incriminating evidence, wouldn't you say?
That's what you claimed about the evidence earlier as well, idiot.
Yeah, I say that about everything. That was then, this is now. The flow of a good match always changes during a rally.
But a rally is supposed to be like a cooperative thing. Like you're...
Yeah, we're cooperating right now. You and me. We're trying to find the killer.
I hate you.
I hate me too. It's all about your reflexes and reaction time, especially for an athlete like me.
I hate me too.
I hate
That
you.
goes so hard. I wonder if there was anyone else other than Miss Bird who could have used the master key. It seems that the only way to get Mr. Portsman to give me more details is to press him.
You want to do what?
Die.
Sounds kind of gay. Sorry, I don't swing that way.
What he says on that.
God, you can tell you're straight.
I can see it written on your big fucking forehead.
Are you sure Miss Bird is the only member of security who could have used the master key?
There's only one person on staff at this time of night. Tonight, she's it. Isn't that right, Miss Bird?
That's, true, but I wasn't able to use the master key at the time of the crime, sir.
Wasn't able to? What's that supposed to mean?
Yes, moving on. I hate to get sidetracked by something unrelated.
What do you mean unrelated? I want to hear what you have to say, pal.
You can't really trust her not to tell lies, plus I hate wasting time.
Kill yourself.
Should I hear... Oh my god!
I finally fucking serve zero purpose.
Your life means less than a summer ant, pal! I hear Miss Bird out. Should I ask Miss Bird out? Should I hear Miss Bird out? I'm gonna ask her out. Fuck you, detective!
You think I won you? You really think after all this I fucking won you?
I'm
Fucking
talking
cracker.
about
Kill
because you
yourself.
have a crush on her, detective. It's very simple. Not so fast. I too am interested in hearing what Miss Bird has to say.
Didn't I just say it'd be a waste of time? We don't need to hear her lies.
I'll be the judge of
Out
that.
of
Miss
character.
Bird, if you please, lie away.
I discovered that the master key was missing around 1 a.m., sir.
What do you mean by missing?
As in, it wasn't anywhere in the security booth, sir. The killer must have stolen it.
Mr. Portsman, I believe this to be an important piece of testimony, don't you?
No. I can't believe that someone like you would be taken in by such words.
What the fuck you mean, no?
I'm not lying, sir.
Yes, you are. If that's the case, then I'd like to know why do you have the master key now?
I don't quite know. It just reappeared all of a sudden, sir.
A likely story. And what's the proof that the key was stolen to begin with? I bet you just forgot where you put it and then found it again.
I never lose things. I can practically guarantee that. With me, if something disappears, it's usually because someone stole it.
Yeah, pal, trust me. You don't want to test just how bad our luck is.
Unfortunately, I can't deem this piece of testimony as conclusive.
Glad you agree, Mr. Edgeworth.
But... You still haven't established Maggie's motive for breaking into Urgent's office.
A motive? Didn't we already establish that it was theft?
You shut the fuck up.
I mean, the culprit clearly went through the bookshelves and at least tried the safe.
It is as Mr. Portsman says, Detective. I can't ignore the fact that all evidence points towards a motive of theft. But I'm done taking blows. It's time to counterattack with a few facts of my own. Like this fucking gun! Okay,
Where'd you get that? Did you kill someone with it?
yes.
Oh, shit.
It was
my
me.
That's sick.
I hereby confess. What would happen if she meets Komaeda?
Never mention Danganronpa in front of me again.
True. I don't know what would happen.
I was having a good time on this stream. I'm doing it.
Okay. Snuck into your room using a master key. Her attempt from messed up shelves to the white out safe. I'd say thievery.
Hold it!
I concur that the culprit's motive appears to have been thievery. However,
Glad to hear that the great Mr. Edgeworth is in agreement with little old me.
with regard to the investigation of the bookshelves and safe,
Hey, good thinking. Asking for my opinion on the matter.
would it be too much for you to allow me to complete a full sentence?
No.
Hold it!
Thank you. I thought we had established Detective Gumshoe's innocence pretty thoroughly.
It was just a theory.
A game theory!
One hypothesis among the many possibilities.
Portsman's suit jacket is really going through it. True.
I mean, I had my doubts about Miss Bird from the very beginning, but I decided to accuse Gumshoe for a bit.
If that's the case, then why didn't you mention her first?
For a bit. No, don't make that face, see? There goes the fucking truth running the other way. Let's pick up the pace and see if we can't catch up to it.
Die. I don't think
No.
you're catching my drift.
Ah, but we are in agreement that the detective isn't the killer, right? If so, then I hope you'll understand when I say, you're a dick.
He is, but that doesn't mean anything now.
But since she is the only one who could have opened your office door,
There's only this bird on top of it. She doesn't. Those are good detective. Fake the dying message. I know we don't have to press anymore. I don't know what the contradiction is here. I need to, like, think, and my brain's not working.
You have to use logic.
Yeah, basically.
You have to remember the Miles mansplaining.
Cleaned her the victim's abdomen. Each prosecutor has one, only they know of them. Prints were wiped.
I hate that he's shuffling with a stupid fucking coat in the background. I want this man shot in the head.
hey, if it means anything, the death penalty canonically exists in Ace Attorney.
It can't be as simple as presenting the master key here, because Edgeworth has already said that isn't conclusive.
What?
Why don't you try it anyway?
Wouldn't it be funny?
I must object to your line of logic!
No.
Nuh-uh.
And which part do you
You
have an
mean-
objection to?
It's... Yes, well...
Stay cool, Mr. Edgeworth. You're no good when you're all flustered.
The detective's right for a change.
How did it come to this?!
It dealt from an explosion, the fucking HP bar.
Yeah, true. Calm down, Miles. First time I've ever heard myself referred to by my first name. Listen carefully and think everything through a bit more rationally.
Damn, you're a fucking idiot.
On the basis of myself.
Or she was only fake a dying message. I think it's the gun since there's only one shot fired but 2 bullet holes. I mean, he doesn't talk about that in this testimony at all, though.
What if?
One sec, I need to like have general chat open because I keep seeing messages and I can't read them. Rules card on the door, that's awesome.
Rules card crucifixion.
Okay, I understand. You're saying it like this, that's good.
You don't know what that means at all, don't you?
I don't know.
Finish with Open Magica.
It's a reference. It's a funny.
Prince.
It's my good friend Kubi going, no. No.
No. That leaves only Miss Bird as her prime suspect. She was our good detective, doesn't she? Objection! Nobody is allowed to know him, except for me!
Why, sir? Why?
So like, does if anyone like stops talking to him, do their memories get like erased?
Once he brings them to the Shadow Realm.
Every time I bring up the Shadow Realm, I'm accessing my Undertale save file. I'm resetting the world and starting anew, rushing through.
Oh, you're trying to get a specific fun value. I get ya.
Yes, I've been hunting down W.D. Gaster for years.
The fuck?
Is there
Wait,
what you're yapping about?
No,
Wait,
wait,
the
the key
fucking-
was stolen.
the fucking.
Never mind.
Isn't that the same thing you presented before?
Yeah, but I presented it on the first statement. Because he said that only lived, but the key was stolen. I don't know what's going on here. Oh wait! Only the prosecutors know about the saves.
Damn, it took you a while to figure that one out.
Die!
Fourth.
Do you wish to continue insisting that Miss Bird was intent on stealing something?
Yes?
If your fun value is 66, then Gaster comes and cuts Gumshoe's salary to $1.
No,
Please,
fucking...
no.
This game is about like a phantom thief. That phantom thief is Gaster.
True. You're right.
The Yatta Gaster, that sounded better in my head.
Yeah, you tried.
Why not? It's the truth after all. It's also by your logic that we came to the whole thievery conclusion anyway.
That may be, but you must also be aware of the fact that the safe is a secret safe. The existence of which is only
Special
privy to
secret
prosecutors.
Ah!
I find it a little hard to believe that a hidden safe was a part of her cunning plan.
But she could have found it by accident while she was turning everything upside down.
I highly doubt that. I'd say the culprit
Can you
knew
prove that?
exactly what they were looking for. After all, only the bookshelf and the safe were targeted.
Ugh.
I mean, I heard people, like rich people do put gold flakes on food, but I think that's kind of nasty.
I'm not rich, motherfucker.
Speak for yourself,
Well.
motherfucker.
Yeah, even I didn't know about that safe, pal. I don't know anything anymore. That means and that means that there's no way Maggie could have known about it either.
Then are you proposing that the killer is a prosecutor?
Interesting conclusion. That's definitely looking more and more probable.
Please step away from me.
Got it. It was Francisca von Karma.
No, she can't get accused until the second game. Or later in this game, whatever. What's wrong, prosecutor?
Fucking...
Do you have a different suspect in mind now?
Yeah, Godot.
He's in jail.
Yeah, because he killed this guy.
Close enough.
Curses, why? What made you...
I don't know what made him. Nobody knows what.
Mr. Edgeworth is an enigma.
His father isn't his. Hasn't been for a long time.
He actually created his father. He created Von Karma too. It's twisted, kinda, isn't it? He created his father to raise his mortal.
I hope we remember this bit when we get to case 3 of the second
We
game.
absolutely will. I'm turning this into highlights, absolutely, so I will remember this.
Good.
This stream has been fucking amazing. What's with the angry face all of a sudden?
It's all my fault!
What do you mean?
It's Jim!
I thought that was my fault.
He knew about the existence of the secret saves.
What did you just say?
We were partners, like inseparable conjoined twins. That's why I told him. I filled him in on the secret saves. Bye, Aiden.
Aiden died.
Aiden is dead.
That's what got him.
Edgeworth got him!
That means... Then that means, he possessed the dialogue.
Yeah, I know. I only just told him too. Obviously, it was wrong of me to tell him.
You're gonna get fired.
I still can't believe it. But the thief who broke into your room was probably Jim.
Now he's claiming that the victim was the thief?
And you were simply trying to stop him, weren't you? Miss Maggie Bird.
Excuse me?
Got you scared.
I mean, you are a security guard, right? That's your job. But killing is going a bit too far, even your risky profession.
What the fuck? You're still accusing Maggie of the murder.
Yes and no. I mean, she had stumbled upon Jim, who had probably drawn his gun. I get it. It was self-defense, wasn't it?
No, I couldn't. I could never do something like that. Not even as a security guard, sir.
Plus, even if he was the thief, he wouldn't have a key to it. He wouldn't have a key to this office.
Which is precisely why he had to steal it, wouldn't you say?
Fucking, I hate this guy. Fuck him.
I hate this guy so much. But also, I have
Jim,
to
who
say,
stole the master key.
Okay, this art of him has always looked so weird to me. It looks like this in the DS version too. It just... He looks so odd.
This is him after he got. This is him after Edgeworth just completely fucked him up.
Edgeworth does canonically fuck him up in 1-3. So
Like he dies.
no, but they're on screen together for a few seconds.
Alright. Then you know how it is.
Pretty impossible for a supposedly stolen key to be here with us. Unless you're a chief different Jim after you killed him.
Mr. Portsman, are you honestly accusing your own partner of being a thief?
Yeah, it's kind of a dick. I don't want to admit it, but it's the only way for everyone else to make sense.
Has he no honor?
No, of course I don't.
Oh, well, very well then.
I'm white.
Now then, I think we're done here. The investigation waits for no man. Would you people be so kind as to see yourselves out?
You can't kick us out. This is Mr. Edgeworth's office.
I think you'll find I can. I'm the one who's been assigned to this case.
Isn't that like a major conflict of interest?
You are all suspects to varying degrees and therefore ineligible to run this show.
Die.
No.
Listen, pal, how many times do I have to say this? Maggie can't be the culprit.
Detective Gumshoe, calm yourself.
Sir, I feel my energy draining as you wag your finger at me. I still need
Sorry,
you
it's
for an
my
eye.
it's my aura. We have
Yeah.
no choice but to accommodate his request for now.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. At least one of you understands. Now then, if you could remove yourselves from my crime scene, I'd be most grateful.
Mark my words, Mr. Portsman. We will meet again.
If that's a formal request from the legendary prosecutor himself, then I suppose so. Now don't disappoint me, you hear?
To be continued.
Be continued. Make good progress.
Yeah,
This person.
this is from the demo. This also is.
Let's play the second game, it's better.
Yeah, let's move on. It is better.
We're getting done.
I mean, I'm the one who likes this game, but like the second game's better.
The second game's
I
good.
do like this game
Even.
so far.
This game is good.
What's with that prosecutor? I can't believe how rude he was. It was unbelievable.
These walls are pretty thin, I can hear you.
Please maintain your professionalism, detective.
No.
If the wall is so thin, then how do you feel about me doing this? Anyways,
I'm gonna find some real solid evidence proving Maggie's innocence. You'll see, sir.
We've been kicked out of the
Please
crime
stop
scene,
breaking
sir.
Well, then what now?
Looks like my life's fallen into yet another gigantic ditch. Oh my god, she's so sad!
God.
She's so sad!
She has been accused of murder.
for the third time.
For the third time.
Do not despair, Miss Bird. We can overcome this as well. There are many other places and things we should be looking into anyway.
Hey, really, sir?
For example, this
Great
hallway.
blood. Ooh.
The linchpin of his argument against Miss Bird is related to the Master Key. Sorry, I'm draining her energy again.
Take a screenshot. But take a screenshot next time. It's the finger wagging with a gumshoe spear. Or somebody rewind the stream to do that, please.
Yeah, like, take a screenshot earlier in the stream.
But, Lodge, are you still watching? Do it.
Oops.
I summoned you here. Do it.
In that case, this hallway is the perfect place to look for more information regarding the mystery surrounding my door. I'm back, what have I missed? Maggie Bird has been accused of murder for the third time in this series. Detective Gumshoe is there. Edgeworth drains his power by wagging his You missed a lot about Edgeworth, honestly. Edgeworth is an eldritch creature. So-
And Jacques Portsman is a dick.
yeah, well,
That is true.
Luckily,
honestly,
I get a
he's
break from
kind of-
voicing him.
he's kind of just weirdly normal, based solely on Edgeworth being what he is.
Sir, please stop praising through me. I feel
You know what?
collision in my ass.
Never mind. I was gonna say fuck you. Everything is pixel now, but you have to go to the title screen to change it.
That's a shame. I honestly think I prefer the original look of this game. Like, these sprites are very detailed, but something about them just looks kind of off.
It's sort of mobile game vibes, I think.
I
Yeah,
was gonna
there's, like,
say, fucking gotcha
Proportions
like
are
Edgeworth.
weird.
They've grown on me though, I think. I think for me the pixel art looks kind of bad just because they don't change the environments to pixel art, only the characters.
Wait, they only
Oh, hi,
changed it.
Pam.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It looks like you're in quite the pinch, Mr. Edgeworth.
To be sure, a murder within the walls of the prosecutor's office is no trifling matter. We must find, apprehend, and punish the killer accordingly, post-haste.
Sounds like a messy case you've got on your hands. If you ever feel lost or need some advice, my door is always open.
When our doors are open. This
I
game
don't know what
actually
that's a reference to.
It's Black Friday, the best musical of all time. But of course you wouldn't. You're old. L plus ratio. This
haven't
game
been
actually
allowed to
looks like it would
experience
work as a mobile
things.
game. You're in luck. You can buy the first Investigations game on Android App Store or Apple App Store.
Just the first one.
Yeah, well, the second one in Japan, and there is a fan translation for it, but...
Ah, home screen jump scare.
Fuck you, detective! I'm sending you to Assassin's Creed Black Flag!
Oh, no, please.
How gracious. I will keep your offer in mind. Who is this guy again? Do you have
this
Discord
guy?
notifs, Robin? Not really. I'm looking
Pain
at the
looks
general
so
chat
white.
that we're using for this. Yeah, it's weird. Anyway. Is everything alright?
Yes, sir. If you must know, I weighed myself this morning and I'm finally 154 pounds.
Congratulations, but I was asking about this hallway in this room.
Oh. Everything's okay, sir.
A word of advice. Stay focused or you may start to lose even more weight.
You don't have any power over me.
Do you want to fucking bet?
Please. No.
I'm not your fucking servant. That guy in green over there, he's your servant. I'm just a guy. You only have one at a time. That's the rules, don't you know?
What do you think? That's what they all think.
You know what? I'll make a demonstration.
Holding my breath.
Why, hello, Mr. Edgeworth. Lovely to see you today.
I should start holding my breath when that happens. That actually made it a lot more bearable. Maybe that's what that other guy was doing when he got used to it.
Why is this
Learn
one
something.
police officer immune?
Oh, you don't know, do you?
What? What the fuck do you mean?
1 second, there's an arc at my
Why
door.
do you think there's a basketball set in here, sir? He was balling. He won. He's immune. He earned it.
Why do you assume he was balling? There's
He's
like
the only one who's immune.
there's a much more like likely baller in this building right now.
Yeah, but they're not good at it.
Do you want to fucking bet?
What? I thought you didn't like him.
Do you want to bet?
And on what? Alright.
Logic!
I came back and you just said logic. That's powerful.
You missed the whole bit.
I missed the whole bit.
You missed
I
the
won't
whole
rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Didn't you already say that?
Die!
I'm immune, goddammit. You said die so many times.
Yeah, I have to go on Do Not Disturb on Discord. I forgot. Thank you, Spud,
don't.
for reminding
Not
me.
here.
If I can find the damn button.
Don't mind me, just checking my Discord real quick.
Yes, I'm checking my phone.
Sir,
What? I'm busy, detective.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot.
Die. That's just my default if I can't think of anything else. It's
Can't
sad there's
kill me,
no
sir.
lawyer Pokemon other than Ho-Oh. How is that a lawyer? What?
The Phoenix, right?
Oh, yeah, there goes.
Yeah.
It's...
I know Tumblr post. Isn't this that missing whole series file, Sir Zero? Fuck.
No doubt about it. The bloody letters mark it as clear as day.
That's a pretty cool S.
There seem to be a few pages missing. Our thief took only what was necessary and left the rest behind.
So what are these O files about, sir?
That's a 0, detective.
I don't know anything anymore. I guess they've got something worth stealing in them, huh?
Not particularly. It's just a collection of court case files. However,
That
the
seems kind of
cases within
important,
these
though,
files are not
jackass.
mine. Shut up, detective. They're publicly available records.
Yeah. Huh.
They belong to
I
the
don't know
High
anything
Prosecutor
about
that used to
it.
occupy my current office. I have my
Too bad
reasons.
he
but-
won't be relevant.
Never. I have my reasons, but let's just say I was charged with keeping them as they were.
And that means the thief must have also wanted the file for a specific reason, right?
It would seem so. Only the pages related to that case from 10 years ago are missing.
Find my pages.
Hey, collect my pages.
The Yatagarasu is Slenderman and Gasta.
And
True.
Gaster.
Did you
I
read
wonder why
this?
anyone would also. No, I haven't yet. I was about to read it, but then you interrupted me by asking, which is understandable. Anyway, I wonder why anyone cares about such an old case.
Because it was awesome. A well-crafted, high-quality soap opera for visitors. The stitching is excellent.
I wish I could sit. I haven't had an ass in 10 years. Talk about a luxury.
Fucking
about
Hank
luxury
Hill ass
waiting area.
Gumshoe.
But,
Gumshoe with Hank Hill ass.
yeah. These babies are also great for napping, you know.
You
I
would
wish I
sleep
still
even
had a
out
bag.
here, detective. In a hallway.
I would sleep anywhere I could. It's all I can do.
That's sad.
And you're why. I got a Discord notification after that. X is texting me, bitch. Whatever I do, I always wind up dreaming about giving testimony up on the stand.
Why have your ex text you?
Wait, what did you say?
Yeah, what?
I might have misheard.
I said your ex texted me when I said that I got a Discord notif in reference to Phoenix because
Oh.
it's funny.
Oh, I thought you meant it. Okay,
Well, what did you think it meant?
your ex.
Yeah. I was like, what the
My
fuck?
ex. I don't have an ex.
Can't relate. I'm jealous.
I'm not. I don't care.
Skill issue. Maybe I shouldn't say that, actually. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Skill issue. No, that's
Skill
funny
issue.
as fuck, actually. Did you
Skill
read this
issue.
one?
Pull back. It always ends the same way. Just like my life. Getting trounced by a lawyer. Just like my life. Isn't that awful? Just like my life.
Maybe I should give it a try sometime. To envision myself winning, naturally. Fuck you, Phoenix Wright.
You're not allowed to say his name.
Fuck you, that man who can turn around even the most desperate of situations.
I gave you a Discord notification.
I won't rest until I've suspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Stop saying that! Get new material!
Za Warudo! Stop saying that! 1202. These 4 numbers on a number plate alone proclaim this to be my office.
Oops. Hey, these number plates light right out, sir.
Yeah, you just reminded me. This will mean literally nothing to you, but Edgeworth has King Crimson according to your bit.
Awesome.
Wait.
They have to be able to take the plate off when a room becomes vacant, you know. Why? That shouldn't change the room number. What the fuck do you mean?
People decide their own
Batman
number.
needs Attorney Trilogy. Thank you much.
Although, the idea that it can be so easily removed is kind of...
Didn't Danganronpa do this?
Yes, in the first game, I think.
Yeah, that's like the only case I've played of it.
I don't see any signs of forced entry.
According to the guard, no signs that the lock was picked either here, sir.
Meaning that the door really was opened with a key. Did you happen to ask if any prints were lifted from the doorknob?
Apparently, the doorknob's clean as a whistle. Wiped, I think.
Whoever this
Or
thief
maybe
is, they did a good job of not leaving any clues behind.
Maybe the intruders turned into a shadow and slid under the door like you can, sir.
It was Vivian from Paper Mario all along.
Oh no.
A
But my God!
minimalist yet classy door made of top quality wood. It's sturdily made,
Hey,
making it near impossible to break in by force.
Almost majestic, sir. I wish I could be as stately as this door.
Only Gumho would praise a door as something greater than himself.
Condition too.
Being a detective has its own rewards and a certain virtuous value, I think.
It does?
If you live up to your full potential, that's a poignant trait that anyone can admire.
Please? I see. So you're saying, sir, that being me is the best thing I can do for everyone? Please.
Right. The opposite, actually.
Please. The long pause wasn't exactly reassuring, sir.
I think that's every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. You can check again to see.
Basketball.
I already checked this area ever, but it never hurts to take another look at every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
You said other instead of earlier, loser, stupid, dumbass.
Ratio.
Look at that ball. Ratio.
What is a basketball doing here?
That's Mr. Portsman's prized possession, sir.
Why do you know this? What?
He told me. When we
Oh.
kissed in the hallway. I knew
I
it's
see.
him. I know it's him now. He's the killer. We just have to prove it, sir. I also already play soccer, dodgeball, and even tennis. I didn't know competitive dodgeball was a thing.
And not a single one of those sports is suitable to be played in a hallway.
Yeah.
This office.
1203, 1203. Hey, Maggie, whose room is this again?
It's Mr. Portsman, sir. So, he's my new neighbor, I see. I suppose he moved in while I was away overseas.
Well, I was away in the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean.
What is a basketball hoop doing here?
Take a fucking guess, sir. Didn't this used to be just outside next to the building a long time ago?
Why the fuck does the prosecutor's office have a basketball hoop?
Take a fucking guess. Same reason it has a basketball.
So when and why was it moved indoors?
I don't remember exactly, but I saw one of the officers drag it up here recently. It's
Ah,
almost like
yes!
fucking-
Exactly what
basketball.
taxpayer money should be used for. Drag it!
I heard that it wouldn't fit in the elevator, so the poor guy had to bring it up himself.
All the way up to the 12th floor.
That's unethical. I would never do anything
Do
unethical.
we have Peter Parker on the police force? What the fuck? You're saying it was
Well-
one officer, detective?
Well, we already established that it was forearms of Ben 10 fame, and that would mean Yuri Lowenthal.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, son.
Ben 10 is Spider-Man.
Fucking, who voices forearms again? Because the aliens will have different voice actors. Let me check that.
Yeah, I can check real quick.
I'm checking
Also
it.
checking the certificate interpretation of Ben 10 where he is voiced by Yuri Lowenthal. Because I think that was like the series where he was the teen, right? Not the
Yeah,
the
that
original.
was,
Right, Tara Strong.
yeah, Tara Strong in the original.
Yeah, he is in a Yuri Lowenthal series, and he is voiced by Richard McGonigal, Charlie Slater, Vanessa Marshall, Steve Blum, D. Bradley Baker, John DiMaggio, and Fred Tatasciore.
Shout out to
I
D.
only know
Bradley
some of
Baker.
those names.
He voices every single clone in Star Wars The Clone Wars. And he
That's
actually
powerful.
manages to differentiate them. It's really cool. She doesn't know. Don't tell her I'm here.
Hey Gumshoe, did you hear something?
I was wondering if I may speak to you for a bit concerning this case.
I've always been a big fan of the courtroom, but this is like a dream. A dream where I'm being cross-examined by the Miles Edgeworth.
I can't let this chance pass me by. I must remember to ask her about the Master Key. I should jog her memory by showing her my notes about it with X. Check out this badge.
That's a prosecutor's badge, isn't it? It proves that you're really a prosecutor.
Interesting. Despite all appearances, she seems to know more than Gumshoe.
With that badge, even I could be a professional prosecutor. Sir, may I please try that on? Just for a little bit?
I don't think that would be a very good idea, do you?
I guess not.
On second thought, they're actually on the same level. What the fuck, Edgeworth? This girl
I
is
forgot I
so
have full
dumb.
Control of timeline. I can make anyone know whatever I want.
Have you ever met the victim before?
Well, I've seen him a couple of times before when I had to go to Mr. Portsman's office. Mr. Faith was always playing basketball with Mr. Portsman, sir.
I didn't realize that I would have lines so soon. Hi, I'm back. That sounds like fun. Just one side, I'd love to play with them.
It sounds fun, but the only person ever taking a shot was Mr. Portsman. All Mr. Faith
Sounds
ever
like
did
a
was
shadow.
pass him the ball, sir.
The second thought, I don't think I fit in at all that well with them.
Miss Maggie Bird, correct? I take it that you were an acquaintance of the detective.
Where am I?
Just an occasional, like, whimper of, where am I? Who am I?
Shadow the Hedgehog?
I was thinking.
Maria?
All I can remember is that name and that gruesome image.
Last image of fucking Buddy Faith dying. Gosh, the intro cutscene. She was under my supervision back when she was still in the force, sir. One day she got caught up in a murder and things were going downhill, so she quit.
But I owe a lot to Detective Gumshoe for introducing me to my current employer. Or, so I thought, until a few hours ago. Right before I was about to clock out for the night.
You got caught up in this whirlwind of a case, correct? Why are you clocking out at 2 in the morning? If it's like a graveyard shift, it would be like midnight to 8 in the morning. Not like
You call Pinkerton on anyone who tries to get workers' rights.
you got caught up in this whirlwind of a case, whatever, correct?
Don't worry, my whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building, I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and now I even managed to be named a criminal just when I become a security guard.
That's nothing. Do you want to see some real scary luck?
Don't fucking do it again! Ah!
Anyway, I suppose for a mortal, that is a lot to go through in one lifetime.
I know! And just when I thought I had finally found my happiness, I wind up getting you and Detective Gumshoe involved in my bad luck.
You don't need to worry about me, Miss Bird, nor do you need to worry about yourself. Gumshoe, on the other hand,
Yeah.
I will solve this case and prove your innocence. All I ask in return is for your cooperation.
Yes, sir, Mr. Edgeworth! You can count on me! I'll do all I can to help!
How are your eyes doing that? They look
She's
like a
possessed,
Windows
don't worry about
loading
it.
screen.
I'm Deltarune.
So when did you discover that the Master Key was missing?
By the time I realized it, I think it was around 1 a.m., sir. Oops. How did you do that? And I noticed it was back at around 2:30 a.m. It was just sitting there on the ledge where the security room's reception window is. But I'm sure that between those 2 times, it was not just gone, but stolen, sir.
Not just kills, but murders.
Impossible. Murders? Why
I
is
just,
such
sorry,
a-
the phrasing just reminded me of a fucking silly post.
Yeah. Why is such an important key stored in such an insecure place?
It's not like that, sir. We always keep the key further inside the room, away from the window.
Always, you say, except for this time, correct?
Well, I admit that was a bit careless, but I had my reasons. I left it out because I was sort of using it at the time. It was after I had used it that I left it sitting out on the ledge.
She used the master key. What did you mean by you used the master key?
Oh, well, I put it in the knob, and then I turned it, and then I turned the knob, and then I took the key out, and then I opened the door. Oh, I had to use it to open the door for this prosecutor who had forgotten his key. I mean, it's my job as a security guard, right? Ah!
What is it?
That's right, I just remembered! The prosecutor who forgot his key! It was Mr. Portsman, sir!
What? Please tell me more, Miss Bird, quickly!
You talking about me out there?
Shut up! Die!
It was around 12 a.m. Mr. Portsman had forgotten his office key, so he came down to security, sir.
And that's when you loaned the master key to him.
No way! It's against regulations to loan the master key out to anyone. I walked with Mr. Portsman to his office and opened the door for him personally, sir.
I see. And then? What happened at... Oh wait, that's... Oh god, Edgeworth is stealing my voice again! Shit! No!
Escaped.
What happened after that? Why is she wearing
And
like a
then,
full
what happened
police
after that?
uniform in this artwork?
I'm Shadow the Hedgehog.
And then, what happened after that?
Everybody reads Gumshoe now.
Well, he called for me to come close up his office as he was leaving to go home. That was around 1:30 a.m., I think. I guess he forgot that there's also a lock on the inside of the door that he could use.
So, in summary, for the sake of one forgetful prosecutor, you used the master key twice tonight.
Talk about suspicious.
I doubt you can
I've
say
been
that you
returned.
never left your keys
Yes,
at home,
right.
detective. I think this calls for a thorough examination of Mr. Portsman's door. Bless you, Prosecutor Payne.
Go fuck yourself, Miles Edgeworth.
I won't rest until I fucked myself and inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Room 1203. I take it this is Mr. Portsman's office.
Yeah, you can't mistake it because of the basketball hoop, sir. Oh, that reminds me. Mr. Portsman had actually wanted room 1202 really badly. But since you were already occupying it, Mr. Edgeworth, we put him next door, sir.
So why was Mr. Portsman so particular about getting room 1202?
I'm not sure, but I bet it's something like because his birthday is December 2nd?
Yep, that's gotta be it. I can't think of another reason why. Unless he's stupid.
I can think of at least three, one of which being maybe his birthday is March 12th. Or February 12th.
You dumb fuck.
A minimalist yet classy door made of top quality wood.
And majestic, too. It's really well the ambience is the prosecutor's office. I don't want to loot my stuff. Even Mr. Portsman seems dignified just because he works behind one of these.
Nonsense. A man doesn't become more or less dignified because of where he works.
Well, he still seems more dignified than Mr. Payne.
You are in earshot of him.
Pardon.
The fucking audacity! Mr. Payne, I suppose custodial work can also be dignified.
Only classist is the gumshoe.
The basketball hoop. Logic!
Logic.
The door is locked tight.
Logic, never mind.
You're saying logic like it's fucking a collar power and Sonic collars.
It is.
Yeah.
Boost! Logic! Drill!
Roger! If the old credit card trick wouldn't work there, I'm Mr. Edgeworth.
This is the office of a high prosecutor, detective. These doors would be pretty ineffective if the average cat burglar could get through them.
I felt my life flash before my eyes. Fucking shit. So I guess only a great cat burglar could get in. That must be your hope it is. Okay.
Might I advise you to return that conclusion to whatever pawn shop you bought it from? Banger,
like
banger
what I
line.
become.
It's Mr. Ports. Oh wait. It's Mr. Portsmouth's personal basketball hoop. I can't believe he put something like this in the hallway of a prosecutor's office.
But you know, it's actually pretty useful, so I haven't gotten lost trying to get to your office since it's been here. I don't know anywhere else to go.
How long have I had the same office and yet you still managed to get lost? Anyway,
As many times as you think amuses you.
what else am I supposed to be looking at?
With the logic you fucking skipped earlier, dipshit.
No, couldn't be. Logic!
Logic!
Probably. Miss Bird, I'm afraid there's a flaw in your story.
What? No way, pal! I mean, sir?
You said that you locked up Mr. Portsman's office at around 1:30 a.m., correct? However, the master key had already been stolen at that time.
Wow! Nothing gets by you, Mr. Edgeworth. You saw that contradiction like a pro. I had totally forgotten all about that, but thanks to you, I remember it now. You're right! It was around that time that I realized the master key was missing.
And?
Well, I'm a security guard, sir. I couldn't just admit to losing the master key, could I? So I pretended to lock up his room, sir.
You pretended?
Yeah, I used my house key and made it look like I was locking up, sir.
That wouldn't have fit.
You could probably get it into the keyhole, it just wouldn't turn. That's
key is
typically
just
how things work, in my experience, when I use the wrong key.
Yeah.
So in actuality, you never did relock the door then?
Well, I thought that maybe I could go lock it after I found the key. Come to think of it, I guess the door still hasn't been locked properly.
Interesting! Deduce! Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Eureka! Urethra! There's a contradiction here between reality and the evidence. If what Miss Bird has said is true,
and I want it to be.
then why is this door locked tight?
You know, you're right.
Miss Bird, are you sure you didn't relock this door?
I'm certain of it, sir. And I don't think Mr. Portsman noticed it himself that I hadn't.
Which means, what, sir?
It either means that he actually does have the key to his office, or that the door Miss Bird opened wasn't this one at all, but a completely different one.
You opened a different door, but how could he prove that?
There's an easy
You
way to
do
find out. All we
logic.
need to do is... we need to examine these.
All we need to do is we need to... Okay, man.
The doorknob, right? The prints on the doorknob will tell us everything.
Hey, you pal, do us a favor and see what you can lift from this, okay? I'm talking to you, the player. We're in the game now. This is your asshole. So, what'd you find out?
There's no need for such belligerent nostril flaring, detective.
I'll overtake you. I'll get enough determination.
No, you won't.
Sir, I have only found Mr. Portsman's and Mr. Fate's prints on the doorknob.
So only 2 people's prints were found on this, huh? That's pretty decisive.
I'm lost, sir.
Thinking logically, a certain other person's print should be on this doorknob as well. Now then, whose print should also be on this doorknob? Take that! Don't you find it odd that the prints of the person who unlocked the door are absent?
You mean...
Yes, the door that Miss Bird opened could not have been this one, but a different one. What have we here? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Can't even say anything anymore.
Is this basketball property of Mr. Portsman?
Yes, sir. He is always ready for a match.
Basketball, soccer, dodgeball, tennis, it doesn't matter what sport it is, he's game. I'm sorry, I genuinely keep fucking missing the dialogue box.
Although, I think it'd be a little hard to play tennis with this ball. This balls suck. Hear that? Your balls suck! It isn't the point you should be focusing on, detective.
I transferred my vocal cords to you for a moment, detective.
You're right, sir. Now what should I know what I should be focusing on. Fuck. Mr. Portsman. Someone should teach him to clean up his toys after he's done playing.
I think we've reached the end of this conversation. What is this?
Looks like a scrap of paper. I'll get it, sir. Let's see. Oh, something written on it.
It looks like a note from the victim.
I bought the 3 pieces of evidence by, just like we talked about on the phone, but it looks like you're out. Guess I'll catch up to you later.
Yeah, and it's for Mr. Portsman.
Awesome.
Awesome.
What's this?
I'm glad the book could read itself. What are you looking at, sir? Oh, dang, how about a game?
That's okay, detective. I just found the position of this hoop to be a little off.
Hey, you're right, sir. I guess it shifted when someone made a seriously sweet slam dunk.
The positioning
Like
of
that
the hoop
office.
is definitely unnatural. I'd better take note of this.
No, somebody was balling.
Investigation
Interesting.
complete!
Oh,
Poking
good
around
deal.
in this hallway has actually paid off quite handsomely.
How so, sir?
In a variety of different ways. I think it's time we had a little chat. With the real culprit of this case.
I just in the hallway.
You know who the kisser is? Wow, Mr. Edgeworth.
As long as my logic is sound, then yes. The mastermind behind this murder is none other than Mr. Portsman.
What? Mr. Portsman?
I know it! I locked lips with him in that hallway. That's exactly what my lips were telling me, too. I suspected it was him from the instance he met me.
That is anything but logical. Lady and gentleman, prepare yourselves. Come what may, it's time to knock on truth's door.
My name's not Truth, it's Portsman.
It's my office, bitch!
Your name's not Truth either.
You wanna bet?
Sure, because I'm right.
Fuck you, we're going to the Shadow Realm!
God damn it. You know, it's not so bad here once you get used to it.
Are you convinced that my name is Truth now?
No, not at all.
Looks like you need to go back! This time without air!
Hold on, your breath.
Are you convinced now?
No. I won't back down.
Oh, that's a good song, I forgive you.
I don't even know what song that is.
He's fake, do it! He doesn't know the song! Get him!
No,
Get his ass!
it's okay. I'll send him the song later when he's in prison.
Mr. Portsman, I finished processing the bloody lettuce, sir. Alright, let me take a gander at it. Pass it here.
Holy shit.
Sick animations. Okay, looking good. You there. Take good care of this.
Holy, my forehead.
Well, if it isn't Detective Gumshoe, I just got sent an important image.
Okay.
I'm posting it in general
End
chat.
of the line from
If
the
it's important
Undertale
enough.
Yellow OST. Quartzman, we've got you now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm putting this on screen.
What the fuck did you do?
I'm draining your power with my finger, detective. Finally.
Did you go back and get the screenshot?
Yeah, my friend did.
Alright.
Shoutouts to
awesome.
Spud.
True. Shout out to Spud.
I
Spud's
think that's
awesome.
specifically Maria in front, but shoutouts to Spud also.
True.
Yeah.
There we go.
Alright. I read the line.
He is draining Gumshoe's like energy. This is awesome.
Yeah. This is awesome.
Okay.
Put that in the thumbnail with the highlights.
Probably not, but we'll see.
We'll see.
Did you
Anyway,
read this
the
line?
line.
I forgot.
Yes, I did. I have
Okay.
been stating that I read the line.
Call off your dog, Mr. Edgeworth. Is this some kind of joke?
He has
I
that
wish I could've
dog in
listened
him.
to
It's no joke. I'm draining your power. We know, Mr. Jacques Portsman, that you are the guilty party in this case.
That's what I've been saying. You must be pretty upset getting chased out of your own room, but I'd be mad too. So I guess you can stay, if you promise to stay out of our way.
You intend to hide your crime under the guise of a prosecutor doing his job. I'm draining your power again.
I'm immune to your power draining.
No, you are not. It's just very, very slow for you.
Oh, right, got it. It doesn't work too well on other prosecutors, I got it.
I can see right through the unsightly paper-thin mask you wear upon your cowl.
My face is ugly.
Who'd have ever thought it'd come to this? Actually, kind of think of it, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right? A legendary prosecutor who never lost a single case in 40 long years! We need to tell this to the audience, because he's gonna show up later.
Edgeworth is just thinking to himself all the times he saw Von Karma singing My Way at karaoke. And
Wait,
now, the
that a
end
thing?
is near, and so I face the final curtain. Yes, it is a thing. Shu Takumi said that whenever the Von Karmas and Edgeworth win a case, they go to karaoke and sing My Way by Frank Sinatra.
Shit. Holy shit.
It's canon, it's awesome.
That's canon. Canon by word of God. That goes crazy.
But there was always this incessant chatter about forged evidence with that guy. Really teaches me that I gotta stay on the lookout for false accusations, you know? I'm doing the code thing again, because I'm mad at you.
Are you done trying to play mind games with me? Because they won't work. My
Slapping
mind
wings
is
to a
far
certain
beyond
dog.
anything you can comprehend. The only thing you should be using that mouth of yours for now is explaining yourself. Although that too will only dig your hole deeper. Either way, your game is up.
Well, aren't we full of ourselves? Even though you've yet to prove anything. Look into my eyes and tell me the truth. You won't.
Look into my orb, it's big and small.
I have no idea what sort of harebrained idea you have in mind, but there's a mountain of evidence that points away from me being the culprit. Besides, how may I ask, do you propose I unlock the door and I unlocked your door and got in here? Look, I feel bad doing this to you, but I got work to do, so we're done here.
We're done here! Fucking reaches into Edgeworth's chest and takes out his heart.
No. No. You've unraveled the Deltarune references to figure out my weaknesses.
I don't have weaknesses. Anyway, sorry, but we're not finished yet.
Oh, you're stubborn. I suppose you're basing your accusations on something?
I'll show you what I'm basing my accusations on, with evidence. I assure you it's quite based.
Yeah. But
Alright, I think it's just presenting evidence, right?
I don't know.
But
probably.
I think... I don't know what to present, though. I'm gonna
You can present profiles. I think you can...
No, you
I
can't.
think...
That's only in the 1, 2, and 3.
Why did they get rid of that?
Because it overcomplicated everything.
It's either the door or the key. You might as well just try both.
Well, I think it could be the basketball hoop, too, because it was moved.
I don't think it's the basketball hoop.
no, I don't know. That's fair.
It would behoove you to take a good look at this!
Did you just fucking say behoove? What the hell? I see it, but I fail to see how it has anything to do with me. It could also be one of those weird statements where you have to press it and then you're told to present evidence.
Maybe. Hold it! Hold it!
That's a different statement, bestie.
Why does it progress the statement when you get something wrong? The other games don't do that. Oh, wait.
Oh, never mind.
You call it oven when you oven the food out.
Oh, never mind. It was the same
Yeah,
statement.
it was. Unfortunately, I believe I have already shown how earlier.
Your speculations mean nothing, as I still insist that I could not gain access to your room. Sorry, you kind of skipped forward in time. I'm a little disoriented right now.
Die. You claim to have had no way to open my door, however, is that really the honest truth?
Alright, I'll humor you. Go ahead, shoot me.
Okay. Bang!
I still have.
I caught the bullet with my bare hands.
I thought you were gonna say between my teeth.
Between my teeth.
Okay. I propose that you use this to open the door. Take that!
So why did you have to press the statement?
I don't know. Ace Attorney Investigations.
This game is good, shut up.
No, it's not. This case is good. I just, like...
I'd argue this is on the weaker end for this game, actually.
Kidnap Turnabout exists.
Yeah, that's the worst case in the fucking series. Ignore that one.
No, it's not. That is easily
Second, second worst. Monstrous Turnabout is the worst.
No, Monster Turnabout's good. Big Top. I'm like very lukewarm on Big Top because the anime fixes so many of my problems with it, but in the game it's awful. It's genuinely just unplayable to me. Anyway.
I don't know shit about Ace Attorney outside of 4, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I believe you were able to open my office door, with the master key no less. Objection!
No.
Oh,
No.
Wait. Hold on a sec.
What are you fucking doing?
See, I've got time powers too. Now you've stopped in place.
What?
Nothing, I'm just
Alright.
being a little silly Billy. I never laid a finger on that key, as you already know.
Precisely. You were able to open my door without lifting a single finger. Well, maybe you did, but only to direct. That's
Direct?
right. You used your finger to direct this person to open my door with the key.
This is why I'm taking away your finger.
You would ask Miss Bird to open your own office door for you, yes?
Yeah. I kinda forgot my key at home. Happens a bit too often for my taste, you know?
But the room you had Miss Bird open at that time was not your own, was it? What?
You have quite the imagination. But why don't we ask the girl herself whose door she opened, shall we?
I'm certain that it was Mr. Portsman's door, sir.
No, you're stupid.
I checked the number plate to make sure I was opening the right door, sir.
See? This bed backs up my story.
Yet, what if you had misled her to fool her into thinking what you wanted?
That's a bit of a reach, bestie. How do you suppose I did that?
Don't fucking call me bestie.
I'll call you whatever I fucking want.
That is exclusive to Cosmo. By switching the number plates on our doors, for example.
Cosmo is canonically Edward's bestie.
Look, true. Cosmo is everyone's bestie.
That's right,
Yeah.
they do slide out pretty easily.
Furthermore, you then used one other thing to give a very strong impression that the door she was opening was yours and not, in fact, mine. 1 second.
What are you doing?
We're going arranged, bitch!
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Oh shit.
What was it that Mr. Portsman used to make Miss Bird think that it was his room?
What? The basketball hoop, sir?
It's quite the peculiar fixture in any hallway, let alone a hallway in this building. Which is why it left an unusually strong impression on you. Listen to that fucking bass, baby!
Oh no, I'm being overpowered by the bass!
It's an object perfectly suited to sit just outside the office of a peculiar prosecutor.
This is how I prove what I'm based on.
Ah!
That's very true, sir. Because there was a basketball hoop sitting there, I thought the door I was opening had to be Mr. Portsman's.
There are signs that the hoop has been moved. To sit in front of my office, to be sure.
I see. So that's how you throw suspicion on people. Thanks for the tip.
Aren't you a high prosecutor?
Yeah, you're right, I'm very high right now. But I think your conjecture is a little off the racetrack.
Wait, is that how I become immune? Just do drugs?
Now he's just spouting nonsense. I had the girl open my office door. After that, I was in my room the entire time. You don't have a single reason to suspect me.
So he intends to claim his innocence to the end, does he?
I'm as pure and innocent as my jacket. That's a Ghost Trick reference. And Miss Bird is as guilty and dirty as the jacket she wears. It's not actually a Ghost Trick reference,
Yeah, I
but
was
it's
gonna
similar
say.
to a thing in that game.
What?
This game came out before Ghost Trick by a year, but like, Ghost Trick has a thing like that, I promise.
Awesome.
My jacket's not dirty, I'll have you know. I just washed it yesterday. Detective Gumshoe is literally in the same room.
Please calm down, for I intend to show who is the one truly covered in slime here. You're going to the Nick Kids Choice Awards!
You're not allowed to say his name!
It's Nickelodeon!
Be Nickelodeon, right?
Enter this never called Phoenix Nick anyway. And the girl opened my office door. After that, I was in my room. No, you weren't! I have a fucking letter, bitch! Objection! That was a lie.
What are you talking about? How is that a lie?
This is a note that the victim left for you, Mr. Portsman.
That's theft. Give that back.
No.
It was left under your door. Or did you not notice?
Stealing people's mail is like a crime, dude.
It wasn't in an envelope, there was no postage stamp, it wasn't in a mailbox, it was on the fucking floor. And right here it says, but you're out. You were not in your room when the victim came to call on you. So then, where were you and what were you doing?
Ah!
Shall I explain it in full detail for you? You were busy snooping around in my room, the very room you had Miss Bird open for you. Objection!
That's just nonsense!
Okay, this is my first time hearing these arranged tracks. Holy fuck. They go so fucking hard.
Yeah.
I listened to them a little bit before stream, but I wasn't really paying attention to them because I was making sure everything works. This is fucking insane.
Yeah.
You have no evidence that I made the girl open your door for me.
Oh, but I do. I have very decisive evidence.
No way!
I can't believe this! This is proof positive that you and Miss Bird opened the door for you.
All systems. Full power.
I had your door dusted for prints.
My door? What for? Come on, I bet you didn't find anything. Sure, I'm good at wasting time.
You're right, I didn't find anything, and definitely not Miss Bird's fingerprints.
Her prints? What do they have to do with anything?
Let's put it this way. If she really was the one who opened your door, then her print should naturally be on the doorknob she touched.
Ah!
Further, all of the prints on my office's doorknob have been wiped clean off. I can only assume it's because Miss Bird's fingerprints were on it. Don't you think it's time you gave up your charade? We know you stole into my office with the intent of stealing something from me. And Detective Faith found you out. Possibly because he heard sounds coming from a room whose occupant was on leave. Mr. Portsman, you killed Mr. Faith to silence him. And I had the misfortune to return when I did. You had to threaten me as you escaped.
I didn't do that.
As I said when you had the gun to my back. No one gets away with committing murder in my office.
What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I admit I killed the guy, but like, what?
True. Detective Akechi?
Hello?
Detective?
Oh, right. I forgot it was real. Hold on. Let me lock back in. Hold on, let me lock in.
All around me are familiar gumshoes.
Just what's so funny, pal?
Fucking. Well, that look of stiff seriousness on the face of this office's finest prosecutor. As he makes a huge mistake, and accusing me is simply too much to bear. There's just nothing else like it in the world!
What?
Mr. Edward just explained it all, and he even backed it up. You're the murderer. Stop trying to be slippery and just admit the crime already.
And as I said earlier, it's all so circumstantial, so full of conjecture. You say you checked my doorknob for prints? Well, I can readily confess that I wiped that knob down well.
Eh?
I'm a little obsessive-compulsive, you see.
He really just said I have OCD.
I'm pulling that up.
Your Honor, I'm literally neurodivergent. I couldn't have killed the guy.
No, I'm literally neurodivergent. So am I.
I didn't want to touch a doorknob that you had touched. Which is why I wiped the knob down as soon as I could after you opened the door.
Hold on. Diagnosed or self-diagnosed?
Next question.
Oh, no. Fucking say it. Say it.
After that, it makes perfect sense that only Jim's and my own prints would be there.
Yo, you made that up just now, didn't you? Like you
No,
made up your
detective,
OCD.
you're only going to make the stigma around having mental illnesses worse.
Hi.
Furthermore, as for the note Jim left for me, do you know exactly when that was? For all we know, he could have left it there before I arrived at the office. Like, early evening, for example.
Are you saying you failed to notice a note in your doorway?
Hey, even geniuses fail at times. I was probably too preoccupied by work-related matters, although that's no excuse.
Now that's just a flat-out lie. There's no way you didn't notice a note of that size.
Ah, but you can't prove that, can you?
Say something, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm giving up on you. Back me up here, sir.
Did you just make a great big world reference?
Nice
Portsman
right.
makes a good
Good
point.
song.
I can't prove that he didn't simply overlook it. No, it's not! Have you heard the other songs on that record? That's the worst one!
I can't hear anything, sir.
That's true, you don't have my permission.
Besides, I have an airtight alibi.
Airtight,
There
you
was only
say?
so much I could do before you came in.
I only just realized I had one as we were talking. I definitely didn't make that shit up just now. I guess it would have been better for all of us if I had just told you sooner. If memory serves, you came back to this office at around 2 AM, correct? What the hell are you doing up that late? And it was...
Got back to the country from overseas.
Well, fucking go to sleep in a hotel.
Why? I can sleep on my sofa.
I can't
And
sleep.
it was then that you had the unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the culprit. Wasn't me, by the way. That guy, not me. But at exactly the same time, I was down at Criminal Affairs. Ask around. I'm sure the other detectives will corroborate my story. It's the perfect alibi.
Uh-oh, German burger time, 1 sec.
What?
One sec, Mr.
German burger.
Portsman. I have to send the Germa burger gift to Aiden.
The what?
The Germa burger gift.
Germa burger is diegetic. Do you not know?
Do you
Sorry,
actually
I don't know.
every day
Surprised
for the
you don't.
past,
I
like,
fucking
over a
know.
year at this point, I have sent Aiden a gif of Germa eating a burger at 2:54 p.m.
Interesting.
So, yeah. That's,
Awesome. I'll be perfectly honest, I assumed the alarm was to tell you to take your estrogen.
No, that's at 9.
Germa burger.
Germa burger is estrogen. It's an estrogen burger.
True.
Yeah.
Do you really think it's that perfect?
No. Like I said, I don't care. Ask around all you like, you'll see for yourself.
Detective Gumshoe.
Sir, yes, sir. I'll go check out his alibi, sir. Be right back. Finally, it can escape. Never mind. Fuck.
was a
Mr.
time
Edwards,
skip.
sir. I think we're in trouble. It's just like Mr. Portsman said. You guys down in criminal affairs. Said they saw him around 2 a.m.
See?
I can't. I
All
can't
of the
see
evidence
anything.
points to him being the culprit. So there must be a contradictory point in his alibi somewhere. Confrontation? Criminal affairs? Perfect alibi. Okay, I think we need to press probably.
Hold what?
You are correct. It was around 2 a.m.
Motherfucker, hold what?
Hold it.
What here? Can
Your
you...
jacket! What the fuck do you think? I don't want your dirty ass jacket on my floor.
And by hold it, and by it I mean the master key.
My enemy, the best. I'm holding it in my ear. I mean the best.
Are you sure? It's really important to me that you're spot on with the time.
I remember checking my watch then, and make no mistake, it was 2.
Have a watch?
Yes, it's under the jacket.
Giving testimony like a pro. Okay, so you came back to your office at 2.
It is as you say, however.
Yes, however, you are the only one who claims to have bumped into the culprit. So tell me, did you see the person's face? Was it me you saw?
It was pitch black, so I couldn't actually see.
Did he fucking sound like me? I don't think he did. Come on, come now. I'm sure you saw something. Try a little harder, why don't you?
I'm beginning to feel
Yeah,
like
actually,
I'm the
sounds
one
like-
being interrogated here.
You sound like a different voice of Sonic the Hedgehog from across the years.
Am I allowed to say the guy's name yet?
Yeah, I don't care, whatever.
No, I care. I care about spoilers for some reason.
Okay.
Oh well, doesn't matter if you remember or not. Doesn't matter about what happens, but I will never give up the fight.
There is no way I will run away!
It only matters what is wrong and what is right.
It only
As you ran into the culprit.
Oh my fucking god!
Awesome. It
That
doesn't
worked
matter,
way
Ace.
too well. That worked way too well.
It doesn't matter if you remember, I'll never give up the fight. It only matters that you... I fucked it up.
Ran into the culprit!
There we go.
Fucking sitting here.
Hold it! So you paid the Criminal Affairs Department a visit.
Yep. Right after I left the prosecutor's building, I headed straight for the precinct.
You know what?
When I was a kid playing Ace Attorney, I for some reason misread Precinct as Prenict. I don't know why I never picked up that it was not Prenict.
I read the word indict as indict for years.
Me too. Is a Prenict a thing? Nope, it corrects to Precinct. What the fuck?
Fucking Spider-Man noise jump scare, what the fuck?
I saw the screen go black.
Okay.
Hold it! Screen go black, and I had to do it.
Well, we did go and ask around to confirm your testimony.
And it was just as I said, right?
Yes, sir. A number of detectives said that they saw you around that time.
See? I have the perfect alibi! That's the ace I had up my sleeve.
Ah, impossible!
And ace up there.
He actually does have the perfect alibi!
What's wrong? Why the sudden sullen look on your face?
Would you describe this as sullen?
Can't you say anything back, Mr. Edgeworth?
I think we finally reached the end of the line here, and it's time to get off this crazy train.
Go the rails on a crazy train!
Do that.
You there! So, please escort the young lady out, but remember, be gentle.
Aggie!
Detective Gumshoe! The end. Into the Shadow Realm. Is there nothing I can do? There must be a way to turn this situation around. If I only had a clue. Did I miss something that can help me cast doubt on his alibi? I need to calmly think this through one more time, and with logic. Logic! I think it's this, and then it's gonna be there's a second person. Oh! There were 2 bullets left at the scene of the crime. One that robbed Mr. Faith of his life. And one that nearly robbed me of my jacket. However,
which is equally
I love the implication that the cravat is built into that jacket, by the way.
Yeah, the cravat is the feature.
However, the murder weapon only shows signs of being fired once. Meaning that it is
It's actually
entirely
a
possible
one-piece suit.
that a second gun was
Entire
used in my
weapon.
office tonight. But seeing as how the killer had to steal Mr. Faith's gun, I doubt the killer had another gun up their sleeve. It would be hard to hide a gun up there anyway. Therefore, the second gun could have been the property of an entirely different person. Which could mean that there was another person who paid a visit to my office tonight.
That's what I've been saying literally the whole time.
Die! Supposing there was yet another visitor tonight, that would also resolve the issue of why my shelves were upended twice. We know that the shelves were disturbed once before and once after the murder, so it shouldn't be much of a stretch to think that it was the work of 2 different people. Once by the person who stole the victim's gun and then killed him with it, and once again after the murder by our second culprit, who was the owner of the second gun. If we suppose that the second culprit's gun was the one that was pointed at my back... Objection! That animation was smooth as hell, holy shit!
Oh, god damn.
Mr. Portsman! It seems that I need to amend my assumptions regarding this case.
Great! So you finally come to your senses.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Sir, what are you saying?
This has been a big misunderstanding on my part from the start. I had assumed that the person I ran into was the killer, but that may not be the case.
What do you mean?
The person I ran into was just your average thief.
Thief? I don't like this. Sir, doesn't that cause some sort of contradiction in the facts? I have to wait for dialogue to load.
Not at all. It simply means that the killer was someone else. And it means that in actuality, 2 culprits stole into my office tonight.
Yes? What do you mean, Toad? Where the fuck did this come from?
It explains both why my shelves were disturbed twice and how there were 2 guns. Mr. Portsman tricked Miss Bird and gained entry into my office.
Now you're just leading the argument. You still don't have any actual proof, you know?
If you could please go along with my hypothetical scenario for now, Mr. Portsman. In the end, if you really are innocent, you should have nothing to worry about. Now then, returning to my scenario, Mr. Portsman was out to steal something from me, which is why he checked my secret safe and ransacked my shelves. This is the first time.
So then this would be when the files were put back in the wrong order, right?
Correct. And then, just when he was about to look somewhere else, who should walk in but his own partner, Mr. Faith?
Why did Mr. Faith come into your room, sir?
He probably had business with Mr. Portsman, which is why he was in the area. But that's when he noticed sounds coming from my office would be my guess.
Oh, because you were supposed to be away, right?
Then he must have thought it was odd, so he came into the office to check it out.
Correct. And as a detective, that was the right thing to do.
But when he came in, he found his own partner standing there.
Because it was Mr. Portsman, Mr. Faith probably let his guard down. But Mr. Portsman was not so merciful as to let him leave alive. He waited for a chance and stole Mr. Faith's gun from him, and then he killed him. He silenced Mr. Faith for catching him in the act of stealing. But he did look hard as fuck while he did it, at least. This was the moment in which the first shot was fired, the one that landed in my files. Following that, Mr. Portsman wiped the gun down and left it behind as he made his exit. He could afford to do that because he had also left the fake dying message behind.
Such a complicated troublemaker, you know that?
Well, if things were as simple as that, then all would be solved. However, there was yet another visitor to my room, and this is where it gets complicated.
There was another?
Visitor, sir.
Yes,
I
and this
finished
other
the
person's objective was also to steal something from me. Now then, even after Mr. Portsman left, the door to my office remained unlocked. However, this new visitor had no way of knowing that, and so they stole the master key from the security guard's room, and then entered my room and searched through my shelves. This was the second time they were disturbed, and it seems the thief found their prize.
Stolen zero file, right, sir? I got it right this time.
Correct. Only just as the thief was about to leave with the file, I appeared. The thief then threatened me with their own gun and made their escape. The second bullet was fired during that brief encounter.
So the shelf's getting messed up twice, and 2 bullets. It was all because 2 different people were doing those things at 2 different times.
Precisely. So, now do you see, Mr. Portsman? The person I met was just a thief, and was not, in fact, Mr. Faith's killer. Your alibi for the time frame in which I ran into the other person is now irrelevant, because we now know that the murder took place during the first culprit's visit.
Objection!
What's so funny, pal? I teleported to the other side of the room.
Absolutely splendid! Your scenario explains everything.
Of course it does. It's Mr. Edgeworth, after all.
But you know, it still doesn't change the fact that it's all circumstantial. Supposing if, and that's a big if, your theory is right, it would indeed render my alibi, which has withstood scrutiny, mind you, irrelevant.
Flapping your wings.
But there is still one defining point of your argument for which you have no evidence. Your supposition that I was the first visitor.
Mr. Edgeworth, you can't let him get away with that, sir.
But he has a point. I have absolutely no proof at this point.
Don't say that, sir.
I don't believe this. Boy, Maggie, I'll do something if I must.
Pulls out the fucking gun.
Without his gun. Shoot.
You know something? I find your attitude to be somewhat peculiar, Mr. Edgeworth. If the person you met really was just a plain old thief, why is that person not your main suspect? That is, if your theory is correct. Oh, the Ace Attorney investigation special. You've already figured everything out, but the case is still going.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
One of the reasons this game is bad.
I love this game, but like that is a problem with it. Dual Destinies does this as well.
This song does fuck though, which makes it okay.
True.
Yeah.
That thief you ran into should be a real suspect, wouldn't you say? We should be out there looking for that thief right now. They might still be nearby. I hate to repeat myself, but as I've already said, I was training in my room. When Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down at Criminal Affairs. So I can't be expected to know what happened around here when I left, or after I left.
One of the iconic Edgeworth lines is coming. So, you
God.
think we should be out there looking for the thief?
Of course, now isn't the time to be having these dead-end discussions.
I don't think it's
Manage
at all
that.
dead-ended. If I find your alibi to be fascinating. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? I know he's lying. I know he was there, at the scene of the crime. I just have to find a way to prove it. Rebuttal! Okay, it's this one. Hold it! Why didn't you go there with Mr. Faith?
That's because he said he was tired and was going to take a quick nap. You know these sofas in the hallway? He likes to sleep on those. It's one of his habits.
And what of the evidence he brought?
Things related to yesterday's case. Just 2 items. A gun and a pendant.
Interesting. This piece of testimony seems too crucial to let slip through the cracks. Alright, 3 pieces of evidence.
Objection!
That was fast.
Only 2 pieces? I believe the proper phrase here is, you fail! It's just iconic. It's so fucking stupid. He's a fucking
What the
dork.
fuck does that mean?
I don't know. That's why it's iconic, is what the fuck are you talking about? He's talking about it like, you fail is some well-known phrase.
The idiom I invented, you fail.
Excuse me? What the hell are you talking about?
You fail as a prosecutor, Mr. Portsman, as you intend to keep evidence hidden from me. The music fucks again.
What are you talking about? I haven't hidden anything from you.
Well, here's a piece I think you should read. Carefully.
Ah! It says that Mr. Faith was bringing 3 pieces!
Yes, and this is the victim's real dying message to you, Mr. Portsman.
I can't believe it! It took it tricked up by simple arithmetic.
Where is the missing piece of evidence?
It's...
You have it, don't you? Only the guilty would make such a face. Detective Gumshoe.
Don't have to say it, sir. I'll pat the guy down from head to toe.
Maybe give him another
was gonna
smooch.
Yeah. My aura knocked him out.
Don't come any closer, I'm warning you!
It's all part of the investigation, pal. So don't even think about stopping me.
I'm more of an NTSC guy,
this is more
personally.
of an NTSC sort of localization, Gumshoe, but you're close.
Glad we made the same fucking
Yeah.
joke. No!
All caps. And also not with any punctuation. Hey, what's this? He had this on him, sir.
Despite what you said, it would appear that you do have something to hide.
Why would he hide something like that?
Only one reason why anyone would hide evidence of this caliber. Because it would unequivocally point to that person himself as the real killer. Let's examine this videotape in a little more detail. For the section of the tape that will drive the last nail into his coffin. KG8 incident. The KG8 incident.
That's a police case number, sir. Does that mean this video is evidence from that case?
Interesting. However, what's recorded on this isn't what's important right now. Let's give the casing a thorough once-over. It looks like he dropped some red paint on it.
It's some soup. That's what I've been trying to say. He spilled soup on himself.
Tomato basil bisque, of course, as I was saying before.
Ah, that's tomato blood, isn't it?
Yes, and it's well known that our victim was a tomato. I believe this is what the good prosecutor was trying to hide from us.
Good?
This blood is still fresh.
You mean this might be Detective Faith's blood?
No, you got it all wrong.
No amount of denial can save you. We have but to run a blood test to find the truth. You told us that you had received evidence from the victim earlier. Now you will tell us when and how did the victim's blood find its way onto this video.
Yeah, it's totally suspicious.
Was it at the moment of his death? Did Detective Faith have this videotape on his personage when you killed him?
You know very well there's no way to prove that.
Not even if we were to examine this tape for fingerprints. If I had to take a guess, I'd say that the only ones on here would belong to the murderous you and Mr. Faith.
No, impossible.
Holy shit.
I'm dead.
Holy shit. He died. For real.
He will now be swallowed by the shadow creatures.
Mr. Bortzman has been placed under arrest for the murder of Detective Buddy Faith, sir. He's in the mouth of one of the shadow creatures now.
Very good. How do you know that? You're not in the shadow realm.
Well, he just said he sent them there.
Let me check.
Yeah, go double check real quick.
Stop! I'm burning in hell!
Yeah, they got him.
Yeah,
they have him.
Alright, cool. And the results we got back from the lab on the tape turned out to be real solid, sir. Blood work came back, and it was definitely Mr. Faith's blood on there, and still on your floor. I gotta clean that.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. And as a bonus, I've given up. I've completely given up. Tried to fight it earlier. I can't anymore. When the bit ran out, so did my determination. I'm sorry.
Thank God.
And as a bonus, they were also able to lift a few of Mr. Faith's fingerprints as well.
Thank you so
what do you
very
mean,
much,
thank
Mr.
God?
Edgeworth. I still can't believe I got to see your cool deduction skills outside the courtroom. I'm
I like
impressed
that
beyond
Bird
words,
doesn't-
sir.
What?
I like that she doesn't fucking acknowledge it at all.
Yeah. She's turned around.
She is not a part of this bit.
It was nothing. I'm just sorry you got caught up in a murder in my office. Please accept my apologies.
Oh, it was nothing. Really. Compared to what I've been through, I mean. I consider myself lucky that it was only a burglary and a murder this time, sir.
What? That's exactly what it was last time.
If it had been a holdup or a hostage situation, I'd throw my hands up in the air. I think I'm finally rising up from a goddess of misfortune to just an unlucky person.
Something tells me we should have hired a different person for security detail.
That's probably true. You know something, sir? That Mr. Bortman really was one corrupt prosecutor.
And why would you say he was corrupt? He murdered someone.
Well, he killed a guy. He killed his friend, even. That was kind of fucked up. He also did the Morbius thing where he just gave him a different fucking name. Well, I heard that there was a number of suspicious things related to his court cases. There's even rumors about how some of the evidence he uses is forged, sir.
Forged
Kind of a
evidence,
fucking
huh?
hypocrite. And they say he even decided not to prosecute a few cases for some really vague reasons.
Oh, that guy was a complete disgrace to the entire profession.
We never did get around to asking what his reason was for breaking into my office.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't have sent into the shadow creature so soon. Whenever we got near that topic, he just clammed up.
Well, the shadow creatures will extract that information and feed it directly into my brain.
Alright.
Although we
could
can
do
be
that,
pretty
sir.
certain that it was to steal something.
This is just between you and me, sir.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard.
Sure. What? Hold on, no, what?
That's a reference to Trials and Tribulations.
Oh, okay. There's a rumor that some sort of huge organization is involved behind the scenes.
Oh, well. With Mr. Portsman not willing to divulge anything, it certainly lends credence to that rumor. It would seem that we haven't heard the last of this.
But Mr. Portsman isn't the bad guy.
I didn't say that,
No, he's
but
not.
rather that there are still many more mysteries for us to solve. For example, we still haven't figured out the significance of this piece of evidence.
Are you green?
The file.
Yeah, you're right. You're so right, Basti.
File turned me green.
I'm always right.
True.
Yeah.
The person who stole this file, the other villain of the night.
Yeah, I wonder who it was.
And what happened to the stolen pages? We must find
Slender
their
Man got
pages. I wonder,
You think Slender Man the
who
tracks?
in the world was it that held me up at gunpoint? Was it my long-lost cousin, Slender Man?
Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
Yes.
I
am
came
Slender
across
Man.
this while I was processing your office earlier, sir.
This card.
Holy shit. What is it, sir? Is it a bird or something on there?
It's the
Beware
phantom
of the man.
thieves of hearts!
Beware of the man who speaks in hands.
It's not
It's
just
the
any
Doctor Who.
bird. It is the mark of the raven. A three-legged raven. Even you should know what this is, detective.
What? I haven't played the other games. What?
That's only in this
Oh,
game.
it's about... Never mind. What? Oh, it's about that thing, isn't it? The Great Thief everyone's been talking about.
Yes, it is the mark of the great thief
It's the mark of the
Yatagarasu.
Great Thief Yatagarasu.
Why can I hear myself?
I can hear myself.
Oh, I quoted myself.
myself. You're in my shadow realm, sir.
Wait,
I lied earlier.
wait.
I built up the determination.
I genuinely hear myself.
think I genuinely hear myself.
What's happening?
You think I gave up when you weren't looking, you fucking bastard?
Detective, you
Fine.
aren't in control here.
in control here.
It's just a little disorienting.
It's a little
this
disorienting.
Isn't inconveniencing
This
me
isn't-
at all.
You're
This is the start, sir. This is the start.
bit aside. For some reason, our voices are being picked up by your microphone.
Yeah, so
Wait, are they?
yes.
Wait, wait, it was actually me. Hold on.
Okay, how about now?
Is it still doing it? I'll like
it-
give it a
it's-
second, maybe.
It's better now.
Okay. Give it a.
And now your power is completely diminished, Gumshoe.
Damn it!
Your salary is going to be cut even more now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be rebelling so much if he just gave me my fucking salary in the first place.
You're never
You
going to
should pick a
have
new
one.
servant.
I will crush your hope as many times as is necessary.
By me.
Under the mark
Why
of
not
the
pick someone
legendary
more
bird,
appropriate?
the Yatagarasu is noble to the end. A modern Robin Hood. Labeled mysterious and
Robin Hood?
phantom-like. Robin Hood? Robin?
Holy
Impossible. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appears and vanishes at will. Though we don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. The Yatagarasu likes to find and make public evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. The theft is always performed in silence, and always with perfection. Once a target is chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement is sent forth. Instead, the chosen corporation is infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found is sent out to the mass media. Along with this single card. Although it has been a while since the Yatagarasu's last appearance. Detective?
I was looking away, in towards myself, reflecting. Hey, Mr. Edward! Look, there's written on the back.
What? Let me see.
It says these nuts. It's the location of where the thief put the stolen files.
That's not at all what that says. So, the person who stole the contents of the file was the Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu. Organization. Quite a few key words are popping up in this mystery. The murder in my office. The return of the great thief Yatagarasu. Looking back, I can't say I didn't see these events coming. For they were heralded by the incidents that began to occur 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, I forgot. The first case is chronologically 4th.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, this
It-
case comes
what?
4th in the game, technically. Turnabout
Why?
Visitor awarded. Because that's just how the game structures the story.
It's fucking stupid.
It
I
is
think it's
fucking
awesome.
stupid.
No, but like
That's because you're a Star Wars fan, so you have fucked up senses of time.
That's true.
Still, it makes no sense why Edgeworth would be giving his Yatagarasu exposition here when never mind. Talk about airlines. That's a good case.
I don't remember if it is, but Franziska's in it, so that's cool.
Exactly. Can I call dibs on Franziska? I don't have a main cast member yet.
Yeah, obviously.
Go ahead.
The question is, do I do a fake German accent or do I do a proper voice?
Do whatever you would feel the most comfortable doing for
I
a lot
have
of the
been
game.
I've been voicing Franziska in the other Ace Attorney streams I've been doing with friends, and I've been doing a regular voice there, mainly just because the person I've been covering for also did a regular voice. So maybe I should do German this time.
I'm go for it.
Yeah.
Should we keep going into Turnabout Airlines?
I'm fucking hungry and was probably going to stop.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Would
I'm,
recommend
like,
stopping.
I
I'm
actually
also
made
hungry.
myself something while you
It's-
were streaming.
That's
It's been
insane.
like 3 hours, I think.
Yeah, it's
I
3.5
think
hours actually.
Yeah, I think starting this next time would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be a
This has
case
been a
per stream
fucking
because
banger
all
over
these
here.
fucking cases are ridiculously long, but
Yeah.
at least getting one case done in one stream is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
How many streams is Turnabout Ablaze gonna take?
20.
How many streams is the Grand Turnabout gonna take?
I don't remember because I haven't played that game in years.
The Grand Turnabout is like equally as long as Turnabout Ablaze. It's just not as memed on because there's no fucking Quercus Alba.
Probably 20 hours then. Now I have to actually pay attention to I'm sorry. We got you away from it for like 2 hours.
Away from what?
Work. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm good ending now.
Yeah.
So
God damn.
please don't automatically go into. Okay, thank God. New items
New
unlocked
items
in the gallery.
unlocked in the gallery.
So I'm
Jinx.
locked in the gallery.
I owe you a soda.
True.
Let's see.
You can send the money to me over Ko-Fi.
True. For completing episode 1 of AAI ME without using story mode.
Me.
For successfully making a connection during logic without story mode. For successfully presenting the correct evidence during a rebuttal without using story mode. For playing the game with HD chibi characters.
How is cheating?
Get 100%.
Yeah, I got 100%.
I mean, looking at this, that doesn't seem that hard.
I mean, I tried getting 100% in the trilogy when I replayed that, because that's the only one I played on Steam, because the others weren't on Steam yet. And I missed like one. I missed the one with fucking Angel Star.
Yeah, that one's a pain in the ass.
Because you have to like deliberately fail at her testimonies to get it.
This is correct. I've been doing it, I'm aware.
Music goes hard.
Oh wait, spoilers. Shit, I wasn't supposed to say that. Whatever.
You know what they say.
Okay.
Why is Master Mask's theme in this?
You don't remember Mask the Second?
Right! Master Mask the Second! Why?
Because this game sucks.
No, this game is awesome.
Okay. I believe you.
Die.
Die!
Alright.
Okay, we're gonna end stream. Thank you all for showing up. If you did, we've been here from the very beginning. Thank you more, whatever.
This has
blah,
been
blah.
fun. Bye, chat.
It has. We'll do this again
Like,
soonish. I don't know when. Okay. Bye.
Bye, chat.